for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's our boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Today, USA Boxing. We are back. Boy, today gonna be a good one, boy. Hey, shout out to my brother Blood Retro Boxing and Documentaries. Today is gonna be a good one. I can promise you that. True. Hey. But I had a what kind of nigga call me a coon already. Let me go ahead and pull it up. Nigga say I was a coon. Nigga send me some coon emojis, huh? I had a Wakanda. I'm like, bro, the show haven't even started yet. Hey, Blood, the show haven't even started yet. I just dropped the title, what we gonna talk about on the show today. And boy, doggone, boy, I dropped that. And the nigga sent me some coon emojis. True. So I said, okay. I got to be a, okay, so they calling me a coon, huh? All right, so that's it. The gloves is on. Okay. So this how we gonna do it today, huh? All right. As a matter of fact, what the nigga name? What the nigga name? Let me look him up right quick. Let's look this avatar up. Let's see. He called himself Rivera Frazier, and he said, "Why you don't go at top-ranked D-Riders like this, coon?" Well, sir, top-ranked D-Riders, I don't know who they are, but if they are some out there, top-ranked D-Riders don't say, sign the contract, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Top-ranked D-Riders don't call me coon. Top-ranked D-Riders don't send me gun emojis. Top-ranked D-Riders don't say, you better not come to the fight. Top-ranked D-Riders don't say, they're going to shoot me. They're going to kill me. They're going to do A, B, C, and D to me. The only one that do that is you Wakanda niggas. You pro-PBC D-Riders and aerosexuals. And guess what? I am here to have your funeral today. True. As a matter of fact, if you are an aerosexual, you might want to get off this. You might want to get off the block today. I'm not gonna play with you niggas today. If you are a pro PBC D-Rider, guess what? This is your opportunity to leave. See ya. I don't want to be here. You know I don't like you niggas. I want you over here anyways. I am here to destroy you today, and I'm gonna do a good job at it. Okay? And guess what? And the phone line's gonna be open. So anyone that wants to threaten me, anyone that wants to send digital bullets my way, you can send the digital bullets. You can listen. You can threaten me on Instagram at Coach Malachi Williams. You can threaten me on Twitter at Coach_Malachi. You also can send me an email. You can threaten me via email at TrueMediaUSABoxing@gmail.com. You can also just leave a comment and under the comment section of any one of my videos, and you can threaten me that way as well. You know what I mean?
You're begging me not to leave.
Let's give everybody that's here a round of applause. And before we get into it, this is how I feel. What that nigga name? Rivera Frazier. Guess what, sir? This is how we feel about you.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck-mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
And you know what? Before we get into the show, you know I gotta say what's up to my dog, Johnny Rice.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Haymon. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
And again, you ain't got to like a nigga, but you gonna respect it. Any but 2 things you can do. Just like you freely brought your ass over here, you can freely leave. Okay?
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go.
Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
Let's get into the show. Now, some of y'all may not know that Errol Spence, the big catfish, has a fight coming up with Keith one-time Thurman. Some of you may not know that because the pro PBC, pro Errol Sexual, and Errol Spence YouTube channels, they don't talk about Errol Spence. I was listening to my brother Blood Boxing today. He made a valid point. He said his show was so funny today. His show was so funny today. I hope you guys check it out. They say the slim dark-skinned dude from Omaha, Nebraska, he ain't popular. Don't nobody know who he is. Yet they talk about him every day. For someone that's not popular, you know, they sure talk about him every day, multiple times a day, all throughout the day. So I say, you know what? I want to be the good Samaritan, and I want to talk about the Errol Sexual and pro PBC favorite fighter, Errol Spence. Because apparently y'all don't care nothing about your boy enough to talk about him. Y'all talk about the fighter who you say you hate so much. So since you won't talk about your boy, guess what? I'm going to talk about your boy. Okay? True. You say, is Errol Spence or is Al Haymon forcing Errol Spence to fight Keith Thurman? Guess what, guys? Floyd Mayweather told us the truth. Where am I going at with this? I'm finna show you. But it's going to be a good one today. This is going to be a good ride. I promise you. We're going to try to wrap this shit up in 2 hours. Errol Spence has said time and time again that he would never, ever fight Keith Thurman. Do y'all remember that? Okay, I just want to remind you. Now, only to find out years later that he's doing what? Fighting Keith Thurman. You know, but back in 2018, Errol Spence told Terence Crawford Keith Thurman was one of the names that Al Haymon told him who he would be fighting in the future. Come to find out, Al Haymon was right, and he was telling the truth. Also, I was doing some research, looking at a video. Shout out to Nessa Gills of the Boxing Voice. Good, you asked some good questions on that, Ness. I know you could have pressed him a little bit, but you didn't. You kind of like backed up off of him. Mauricio Sulaiman mandated Spence to fight Thurman at 147. Years before he mandated this fight, Errol Spence had already known that he was going to do what? Fight Keith Thurman. I got the receipts. Shout out to Mark Nash in the building. What's going on, fam? Mark Nash, I'm finna piss him off today. Today, I'm pissing him off today. But I always like to come with the facts. And the phone lines will be open. Anybody want to threaten me, you will have full opportunity to threaten me when I open the phone lines. But for some strange reason, guys, that fight is happening at 154 pounds with no title on the line. But that's neither here nor there. So I want to promote, since the Errol Sexuals ain't promoting him, I want to do your job for you today. I want to promote your fighter. This the one you say you love, right? He's with the promotional company that you love, right? So guess what? I want to do you a favor. I'm going to do your work for you. I'm going to promote your fighter. Okay? Now, I can't stand that whole ass nigga, dog. Lord, I can't stand that whole ass nigga, Cobella Cat. Well, why you over there watching him? I don't know. I don't know why I'm compelled to watch this nigga, but the nigga, damn, the nigga, I hate. I just want to hear what the nigga got to say. So guess what? I'm finna give you something. I'm finna give you something to talk about. So my question is this. What was the purpose of this mandate? When we already knew that he was going to fight Keith Thurman anyways. He said it 5 years ago. I got a receipt. Let's look at some of the receipts to see if we can make some sense out of all of this confusion. We'll look at Floyd Mayweather. We'll look at Mauricio Sulaiman. We'll look at Tim Smith. We'll look at TGB Promotions, Tom Brown. We'll look at the good brother, Blue Blood Sports TV. I know how much you guys love Blue. Y'all turned on Blue, huh? Didn't y'all turn on Blue? Blue was your man's yesterday. You know, he was your man's. Facts, Blue. Facts. Well, Blue, you're a real one. You're a real one, Blue. Blue, you're a real one. Facts. Remember that? Fact, Blue was your man's yesterday. Yesterday, he was your man. Today, y'all defecating on them.
True.
We're gonna listen to the boxing voice. We're gonna look at Mike Coppinger, and we're gonna look at Elli Sekbach. Let's get into the show. I'm just saying, it was all good. It was all good just yesterday. Facts, Blue. You're a real one. Say, let's see Blue the super chats. Hey, shout out to my brother Marquis. Marquis, what he say? It was all good just a week ago.
True.
Hey, Marquis, just a week ago, boy, that was ride with Blue. You know, like a truck with 4 flat tires. Sitting in the middle of quicksand. Shout out to my main man, Big Blunts. They would just ride with him. Shout out to Yarmus. Yarmus, what's going on, man? Brooklyn in the house. They would just ride with him yesterday. My brother Blood Boxer. Now guess what? Blue Public get him in number 1. Listen. Some of the LDBC don't turn no blue. Some of the LDBC affiliates like Moni Brown and all of them don't turn no blue. They don't turn no blue now. I'm like, God damn, I thought he was your mans. What was happening? Okay, all right. Let's get to let's make some sense out of this. Let's go over here though. Let's go over here. I'll be damn, boy. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. That's why I can't be, hey, Blood. This is exactly why you don't see me going around hollering about I'm down with, like, I'm not going to be down with these. I'm going to tell you something. Because I sat back and watched these guys, right? Blood, you know where I'm going at with this. They be down with you today and making videos about you tomorrow. This is what they do. You know what I mean? 1 minute they be, but you're a real one, boy. They be pulling each other. You know how we say in Florida, they be pulling each other dick. When they be on each other panels, stroking each other's egos, making each other feel good, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to such and such. He a real one. You know what I mean? I mean, like they giving you some kind of endorsement, right? I endorse Coach Malachi. He a real one. I had a couple of them that used to do that. They don't even come around no more. They still listen, but they don't come around no more. I ran their ass off the block. Again, I'm not here to be down with YouTube channels. I'm not here to be any of these dudes' friends. For what? I'm not here to be down with these dudes. You do not have a friend in me. Shout out to Mr. I know boss. He say, Coach, Blue not invited to the LDBC barbecue. No, man, no. Blue, shout out to Blue. Blue down. He invited. He still down with hey, what Blue say? The general. Hey, okay. I ain't gonna lie. I do like to hear Blue say that though. Blue say the general.
True.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that. That's funny. That I ain't gonna like that, bro. Hey, that's so original. General, I like that. I like to hear Blue say that. Shout out to Adrian Big 30.
Hey, okay.
We're dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, salute, Coach. Did you catch Fred Barbershop Conversation latest video by Al Haymon? No, I didn't catch it. Fam. Shout out to Shad.
Hey, okay.
Drop another half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to my sister Food Revolution. You say, Coach, the Wakanda said Errol fight isn't official yet, so that's why they're not talking about it. But in the same breath said it's official. Boy side to go, the boy make it make sense. Why make this up, boy? Well, we can't make this up. But don't worry about it. Let's get into the show. Let me tell you something, boy. I'm Betty Jean, my mama dead and gone, right? You know, I got on the wall right there. You know, her, my Aunt May. You know what I mean? But Betty Jean said something, gave me some of the truest words I've ever heard in my life. She told me this back in 1987. 1987, I was 13 years old. She said, son, let me tell you something. When somebody don't like you, there's nothing that you can do to make them like you. No matter what they say they want you to do, you got to do A, B, C, and D. And if you do A, B, C, and D, we will like you. Guess what? When they don't like you, there's nothing that you're going to do to make them like you. Because they always I call them old goalpost moving ass niggas. These so-called black revolutionaries. I like making mockery of these dudes. Love them. Low IQ individuals. Low IQ individuals. They're very low IQ. I like making mockery of them. Niggas say I'm a coon, huh? Okay. Watch this coon go to work today. Yes, they say I'm a coon. Watch this coon go to work today. We're going since the nigga say I'm a coon, we're gonna have a kumbaya.
True.
Let's have a kumbaya today. Y'all want to see a kumbaya? Let's get it. All right, now, let's go. I'm with the shits today. As you can see. I smoked a good one. So let's go right here. As you guys can see right here. Let's go right here. Let's see. We're gonna talk about Showtime today too. Let's see. WBA grants permission for Spence Thurman standing on his faces Virgil Ortiz. Okay. Now we're gonna stop right here. Y'all just follow me right now. What date was this? This was November the 21st, 2022. The WBA, better known as the World Boxing Association, as it continues to develop its world title reduction plan. They say they're trying to reduce their titles. Shout out to Fotex. He said, Coach, by law, you must have a Nick sack on you checking in. Okay, for sure. Shout out to Fotex. Salute, fam. Anyways, it said after a thorough review of the situation, it was determined that Errol Spence Jr., the WBA super champion, will be granted special permission to fight Keith Thurman, which is Errol Spence's mandatory, miraculously, right? It said while the champion of the category, Stanionis, will face Virgil Ortiz. The winners of this bout will square off in the near future to determine the Pioneer body's sole 147-pound champion. Initially, former super champion Eugenio Ugas was allowed to face Spence in a unification bout, while Butaev and Stanionis fought for the championship title, which they fought. Stanionis has the Reggie belt. He has the welterweight Reggie belt, WBA, right? In these cases, the winners were Spence and Stanionis, respectively. On November, so what they're saying right here is this here. Once Stanionis took step aside in order to allow then WBA super champion Eugenio Ugas to fight Errol Spence in a unification match, Stanionis was supposed to be next in line to fight Errol Spence. But something happened. What happened, Coach? On November the 14th, 2022, TGB Promotions, Tom Brown, the white man, applied for a special permission on behalf of Errol the True Spence. Why would he do that? On behalf of Errol the True Spence to fight who? Keith Thurman in February of 2023. With this specific mandatory condition, pursuant to rules, it says that Stanionis will now fight, he's going to fight Virgil Ortiz, and the winner of that is supposed to fight the winner of Spence and Thurman. This was a special mandate they did. This was like a special, this was a request that the PBC asked permission for the WBA to do, and they granted it. Let's go over here. We saw that right there, right? Let's keep going. It said how potential Errol Spence Keith Thurman fight impacts timeline of 2023 boxing fight versus Terence Crawford. Let's go over here. Hate talking about Crawford today, but you know, it is what it is. I want to focus on your mans. You know, these aerosexuals, they don't want to promote their guys, so I'm gonna promote them for you, right? Let me do that job, right? It said, as expected, Errol Spence Jr. will not face Terence Crawford to start 2023. It will be a while until we see undisputed welterweight title fight. I told you guys that fight ain't happening. I told you that over a year ago. I have the video, December 16, 2021. I dropped the video saying that it's not happening. And I have been right thus far. It also says right here, it may also be a while until Spence fights at welterweight again. Interesting. This article was written January the 10th, 2023. Interesting. It said ESPN's Mike Coppinger was the first to report that Spence would face off against former welterweight champion Keith one-time Thurman in April. A premier boxing champion produced event. The Spence, now remember, Keith Thurman was the guy that Errol Spence said that he would never, ever fight again in life. He said he'll never fight him. Lo and behold, look what's going on though now. It say the Spence versus Thurman fight will take place at 154 pounds. Before he won his first world title, yada, 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 yada. Talk about the history, how, you know, with Spence fought Chris Van Herden and back in 2015 and yada, 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 all this other shit, right? So it says right here that the matchup would mean that fans may not see Spence versus Crawford until later. Now pay attention to this word, later. That's very key. It would also add to the timeline they are accustomed to when it comes to those two. So they're talking about the timeline. They're talking about the timeline of these guys right here, right? And they're talking about, Spence, who Spence fought, who Crawford fought, all this stuff there, right? What else? But that ain't what I wanted to get to. It says right here that the guy, I think the guy is the president. The president, what's his name? It says, per ESPN, WBA president Gilberto Mendoza granted Spence a permit to fight outside of his weight class. Interesting. That way, he won't be able to relinquish his titles. Mendoza also stated that Spence has 60 days from the Thurman fight, which to close a deal with Crawford. If nothing is accomplished after that time, Spence must defend his status as champion against the winner of Virgil Ortiz Jr. and Stanionis. Ortiz and Stanionis were supposed to fight one another this March, but Stanionis had to back out due to an injury. Where am I going at with this? Just keep following me. I'm showing you something here. And we can see right here, it said that Errol Spence is expected to defend his to fight Keith Thurman. He's not expected to defend his welterweight title because they're fighting at 154 pounds. So since they're fighting at 154 pounds, his titles will not be on the line. But it's 150. But it's a mandatory. Interesting. Let's keep going. Let's go to Mike Coppinger. What did Mike Coppinger say right here? I'm running through it real fast, guys. I'm running through it real fast. All right. It talks about what's the name? Mike Coppinger just confirmed everything that I just read. He says Spence 28-0. Holds 3 of the 4 major belts titles at welterweight. But this matchup would take place at junior middleweight, sources say. WBO president Gilberto Mendoza told ESPN that he granted Spence a special permit to fight outside of the weight class. Why did he do that? Because the PBC requested at the WBA via Tom Brown, could you give him a special permit to allow him to fight his mandatory at 154 pounds without defending his titles and without stripping him because he's not fighting the WBA mandatory. They granted it. It says Spence will have 60 days from the fight, Mendoza said, to close a deal for a long-awaited, undisputed welterweight championship bout with Terence Crawford. Say there was in negotiations last year. If not, Spence must defend his title against such. All right. Well, we don't went through that, right? Let's go here. According to Three Kings Boxing, and they're confirming everything else that I just pretty much read. It says that WBA, we grant Spence special permission to face Thurman. Special permission that was asked for on his behalf by the PBC. WBA steps aside. It say the WBA steps aside to allow Errol Spence to fight his 147-pound mandatory Keith Thurman. And it says on November 14, 2022, TGB Promotions applied. Who is TGB Promotions? This is the white promotional company that works in conjunction with Al Haymon that promotes all of the PBC fighters. So when you see TGB Promotions, you see the PBC. TGB Promotions applied for a special permission on behalf of Spence to fight Thurman in February of 2023. Now, they asked for the permission back in November 14, 2022. Let's continue. Now, let's go over here. Now, let's pull up right here. Now, I remember once upon a time, this guy right here, his name is Jeff Horn. Do you guys remember Jeff Horn, guys? Anybody remember Jeff Horn? Y'all remember old Jeff Horn? Jeff Horn had no fault Manny Pacquiao, and he had no put pause on Manny Pacquiao. Some people felt that, Manny Pacquiao got robbed. Some people felt that way. They felt Manny Pacquiao got robbed and all that stuff there, right? And, this was back in, let's see when this was. This was 5 years ago. So it say right here, right? 5 years, I think almost 6 years ago. Let me go ahead and take this down a little bit. Take this down a little bit. Coach, where you going at with this? Oh, no. You won't get away with this one. This is the picture of the big catfish. And this is the picture of the Aussie from Australia, right? This video came out when? July the 2nd, 2017. This was almost 6 years ago. This is 5.5 years ago. And I want to look at what the comments say, because the comments is very, very important. Very important to look at the comments. Let's see what they were saying in the comments back in 5.5 years ago. Y'all want to see what they were saying in the comments? This is what they were saying in the comments 5.5 years ago. Let's go on down the yellow brick road. It says Spence will beat the living ish out of this boy. Congratulations to Horn. He seems like a nice guy and wish him all the best. I hope he goes on and do big things in his career. This guy says, I'm not going to lie. I was shocked. He said, I'm not going to lie. I'm honestly shocked that he mentioned Errol Spence's name. Props to the man for that. Let's see. He don't even look comfortable holding that title. Not talking about the fight. Okay. Jeff Horn has a great fan base. So back then, Jeff Horn mentioned, Errol Spence mentioned Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn mentioned Errol Spence. And back then, you know, Spence said he wanted to fight the winner of Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman. No, Manny Pacquiao and Jeff Horn. He said the winner of this belt, the winner of this fight, that's who he wanted to fight. This guy right here, this is one of my trolls, Bole. You've been around for a long time, Bole. He said, if you think Horn will accept a fight with Thurman or Spence with their rematch against Pacquiao on the table, you must be starting. He said you must start watching boxing yesterday. In fact, if someone beats Pacquiao a second time, he's talking about the welterweight division, right? It says this guy clearly lost the fight. So where am I going at with this? Let's continue. Let me go ahead and play this, because I want to make sure I got all my ducks lined up in a row from this ducking ass nigga from Dallas, Texas. Let's see what's up. I do not own the rights to this material. It's for educational purposes only. So this is the Errol Spence Instagram, Twitter or something like that. And they say, looking at food. This is what he was saying. Let's continue though. So right here, this is a tweet that Errol Spence put out July the 1st, 2017. He said, I want the winner of the next fight. He was talking about Jeff Horn, the winner of Jeff Horn and Manny Pacquiao. This is what he said 5.5 years ago. 5.5 years ago. Let's continue. It's going to blow up right here. Let's go right here. This is Jeff Horn saying he had massive confidence for the fight. This is Bob Arum, as you can see, old Bob. You know what I mean? So you saw what he said on Twitter, right? Let's continue. Let's keep going. Let's keep going down the yellow brick road. I got to do this in chronological order. All right, let's see. This it right here. Nah, this it right here. All right. Now, this video came out. Got to show you this. When did this video come out, Coach? This video came out September the 9th, 2018. This video came out 14 months later. 14 months later, Terence Crawford beats Jeff Horn. He moves up from 140 pounds. He beats Jeff Horn. And this fight is Danny Garcia versus Sean Porter. This is Errol Spence, Errol the True Spence, the big catfish. You know what I mean? Got to do a chronological order of this. The big catfish, right? This nigga been ducking for years. That's the word they like to throw around, right? So I'm going to show you how long this nigga here been ducking. Let's see. Sir Duck-a-Lot. Let's look at Sir Duck-a-Lot right here. I showed you guys about the mandate. We did that. Let's go right here. Hold on. I want to make sure I got it in order, because I want you to hear this. I want you guys to hear everything I'm about to play today. Here you go right here. Hold on.
We're operating it. And Keith Thurman,
hold on,
would have been back in the ring.
All right, let's go. Lord have mercy, boy. Y'all might want to turn away from this one, boy. If you were Errol Spence, you might want to lead, dog. You just might want to lead, dog. This shit ain't going to end well for you today. Let's see. Let me go ahead and refresh this one, because I want to make sure I get this one good. This is all right. That's at the 4:30 mark. That's at the 4:30 mark. I'm going to make sure that I pull this up on my phone, because I need you guys to hear this. This at the 4:30 mark. This nigga been ducking for a minute, boy. I'm trying to tell you, but that's the word they like to use. So I want to take the aerosexuals words. They like to use duck. I'm finna show you ducking. But this here, but you listen. This Sir Duck-a-Lot right here. This nigga, the one-eyed bandit is Sir Duck-a-Lot. Let me go right here. See, can I find this shit right here? That's the aerosexuals like to say, right? So I say nigga ducking. Okay, we gonna find out who ducking. All right, let's get to. All right, there we go right there. Now I want you guys to hear this.
Fall unfortunately, he's had a real rough turn of luck, and he injured his hand again. But got to remember, Keith Thurman beat both of those guys that were in the ring tonight.
Definitely.
All right, I do not own the rights to this materials for educational purposes only. This video is from 2000. I showed you what was said. I showed you guys about the mandate. I showed you about the special request from the PBC in order to allow Errol Spence to fight Keith Thurman at 154 pounds. I just showed you that, right? Now we finna get started cooking. I just showed you right here what was said on July the 2nd, 2017 when Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao. What was the title of the video? It says Errol Spence calls Jeff Horn food, eager to face him in next fight. Let me blow it up so you can see it. July 2nd, 2017. This is from Fight Hype. Shout out to Fight Hype. It says that Errol Spence calls Jeff Horn food after he beat Manny Pacquiao, and he says he's eager to face him in the next fight. Now, what you don't hear is this. He didn't say nothing about Jeff Horn was on the wrong side of the street. He didn't say nothing about with Jeff Horn, in order for him to make the fight with me, he got to leave Bob Arum. He didn't say nothing about I'm going to take the easy route. He didn't say none of that when he made this comment and Fight Hype put it on there. He didn't say any of those things. None of that. But let's continue. All right, let's get right here. Let's get right here. I just gotta show you something. This nigga been decking now. Let's go right here. I want you guys to hear this.
Terence Crawford on the wrong side of the street. It's me. It's Danny Garcia. We got Sean Porter. We got Keith Thurman. We got Ugas. We got a lot of fighters over here. Who he has? If he was an A-level fighter, Bob Ray would have been gave him the fight with Manny Pacquiao, but he gave it to Jeff Horn.
Hold it. Now, what happened? Now, I got a question I want to ask you guys. What changed from July the 2nd, 2017, when Spence said he called Jeff Horn food, and he said he was eager to face him next because he wanted that belt. What happened from July 2nd, 2017 to September the 9th, 2018? What happened? Let's see that one more time. I'm not finished.
If he didn't injure his hand again, would have been back in the ring already this fall. Unfortunately, he's had a real rough turn of luck, and he injured his hand again. But got to remember, Keith Thurman beat both of those guys that were in the ring tonight.
Definitely. And like I said, Terence Crawford on the wrong side of the street. It's me. It's Danny Garcia. We got Sean Porter. We got Keith Thurman. We got Ugas. We got a lot of fighters over here. Who he has?
Now, he fought Sean Porter. He fought Danny Garcia. He's going to fight Keith Thurman. And he fought Ugas. And the only reason he didn't fight Manny Pacquiao, because somebody detached Errol Spence's retina in sparring. But let's continue.
He was an A-level fighter. It's me. It's Danny Garcia. We got Sean Porter. We got Keith Thurman. We got Ugas. We got a lot of fighters over here. Who he has? If he was an A-level fighter, Bob Ray would have been gave him the fight with Manny Pacquiao, but he gave it to Jeff Horn. Why is that?
This nigga went to making all kind of excuses back in 2018 why he should not fight Terence Crawford. Listen, July 2nd, 2017, he didn't say none of that with Jeff Horn. Terence Crawford beat Jeff Horn. He on the wrong side of the street. Remember this? Let's go. Shout out to Shad. We're dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, Coach, Errol named them PBC fighters better than Leonard can name the next rising stars on Mayweather Promotions. Yes, he did. He do, and Spence was doing all the heavy lifting. First he said, why don't I take the easy route and fight Sean Porter and all these other guys? First he said that was easy, and then now the Errol Spence will say he was doing the heavy lifting. How can the easy route be heavy lifting when it's easy? But that's neither here nor there. Let's continue.
That's his promoter. Why didn't he give it to him? That's the top guy. Top guy is Terence Crawford. So why didn't he give him that fight and he gave him to Jeff Horn? And that's supposed to be your dude.
Now you're gonna hear Derrick James talking in the background. He the hype man. Derrick James the hype man. Y'all gonna hear Derrick James talking in the background.
It's all facts. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Hey, you hear the dude in the background screaming facts. That's what these aerosexuals and these Wakanda niggas and PPCD about. This is where they get facts from. Facts. You heard Errol Spence say this is all facts, and the dude in the background yelling facts. That's where they get it from. 2023. What they still saying? Facts. Everything they say is facts. Let's go.
I mean, like I said, he's on the wrong side of the street. That's why he's calling out. Who's he calling out? Our Haymon guys, right?
Hey, so he said, like I said, he's on the wrong side of the street. Who is he calling out? Our Haymon guys. But you know the crazy part about it, Errol? Right here, Jeff Horn was on that same side of the street that Terence Crawford is on, and you didn't say nothing about that. When Jeff Horn mentioned your name in this video, you didn't say who Jeff Horn calling out. Jeff Horn calling out our Haymon guys. You didn't say that when Jeff Horn called you out in the video. You didn't say that in this video. You said right here that Jeff Horn was fooled and you was eager to face him in the next fight. Terence Crawford beat Jeff Horn, get the title. All of a sudden, you start talking about size of the street. His baby mama ain't bow-legged. His cousin got a cock eye. His auntie snagger tooth. His uncle don't know how to do the Tootsie Roll. His cousin on his auntie and his cousin on his uncle's side don't know how to do the butterfly. You talked about everything but making the fight. True. Let's go. I'm not finished.
Hey, how you gonna get that fight when you just signed with ESPN? I'm not going to ESPN at all. I'm not going to ESPN at all. Cause the big money fights and the fights that is really gonna get made, and the fights I'm really gonna make is with Showtime and Fox Sports.
The nigga when they talk about networks, how you gonna get that fight? How you gonna get that fight? And he then re-signed to ESPN. Remember, everything that Errol Spence said, that's what you hear these aerosexuals say online. To this day, he re-signed with ESPN. He on the wrong side of the street. Terence Crawford, Errol Spence doing the heavy lifting. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, take whatever we give you. Whatever Errol Spence say, that's what these aerosexuals say right now to this day. True. He said facts. They say facts. You can't make this up. Let's continue.
That's the fights I'm gonna make. He's talking about, I got $3 million guaranteed. All right. You see 1.5 on paper, right? That's cool.
He talking about 1.5 back then. They would get 1.5 back then. 1.5 on paper. He would get more than that. But I'm just teasing right there, though. But let's go.
Too much
That's cool.
All right. Errol,
that's cool. Bo Mac can say what he want. That's cool.
Now they asking him about him wanting to be the undisputed champion. Everything changed once Crawford won this belt. Check this out.
I'm A-side. Like I said, Terence Crawford got to come across the street. He got to leave ESPN to come to Showtime with Fox. Or they got to do something where they both work together and they both fight. So.
Hey, so everything they say, Errol Spence the A-side. He the A-side. Guess what? Everything Errol Spence say, these aerosexuals mimic right now to this day, 2023. He the A-side. Sign the contract. You can't make this up. Listen, it's too easy to destroy aerosexual. They so simple-minded. This is too easy. But let's go. And shout out to On Shad. He say, Coach, Errol was just joking. Yeah. Hey, Blood, you see this? Blood, this started the A-side in facts. This started back then, 5-6 years ago. Let's continue. Shout out to Stay-No. Dropping that quarter upper. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, quote me. He said, Coach, quote me next time on that Jeff Horn point. He said, I made this exact same point on Twitter. Yeah. I think so. I think you did. Yes, sir. I think you did. Yes, sir. Blood, here you go right here, Blood. Check this out. Here you go. Let's continue. I ain't finished.
I'm not worried about it at all.
And then when he was saying it, he said, Terence Crawford on the wrong side street. He was rolling his neck. Terence Crawford on the wrong side street. Oh, I can show it to you now. Y'all want to see him popping his neck? Let's see him popping his neck. What is that, 6:30? Let's see him popping his neck. Y'all want to see him popping his neck when he said it? This nigga been ducking. This is Darkwing Duck, Scrooge McDuck, Huey, Dewey, and Louie McDuck, Daffy Duck, Donald Duck. This is nothing but ducking. Quack, 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 the Affleck duck. Let's go. Let's continue. Now let's see the big catfish. Let's see him popping his neck. Y'all want to see him popping his neck? Jamel Talo do the same thing. Here you go, Ryan.
I got $3 million guaranteed.
Here you go. What? There you go.
That's cool.
Here you go. Let's see him popping his neck.
That's cool. Bo Man can say what he wants. That's cool.
Here you go, right here. I want to see this nigga popping his neck. And then I'm gonna let you hear.
I'm A-side. Like I said, Terry Crawford got to come across the street. Terence Crawford got to come across the street. He got to leave ESPN and come to Showtime with Fox. Or they got to do something where they both work together and they both fight. So.
The nigga with the holler. Terence Crawford got to come across the street. Terence Crawford got to come across the street. Oh, here you go. Let's continue.
And I, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not going to discredit Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford, great fighter. I like the look. I like the way Terence Crawford fight. Terence Crawford can fight. I respect him a lot. But like I said, he's on the wrong side of the street. And he's side of the street because it's politics in boxing. It's politics in boxing. That's the truth. It's politics in boxing. Everybody say, oh, it's not.
Now, I will say this. He said, I ain't going to discredit Terence Crawford. He said, I ain't going to discredit Terence Crawford. But in his interview, all he was doing was discrediting Terence Crawford. In his interview, he said Terence Crawford ain't fought nobody. You know, who he fought was better than Chris Algieri. In this interview, in the beginning of the interview, all he did was tell Terence Crawford resume down. Guess what you hear? Guess what you hear from the Errol Sexuals today? Every Errol Sexual YouTube channel right now, 2023, they mimic the exact same thing that Errol Spence said back in 2018. Errol Spence, Sir Duck-a-Lot, this nigga started the hate. This where the hate started from. The big catfish. This where it started from. The receipts don't lie. This where it started from. If you look at any video that Fagnon, Alphabet Boys, LDBC, Boxing Shigo, any of these guys did, even Fred Barbershop Conversation, the Fred Barbershop Conversation used to hate Terence Crawford as well. I rock my friend Fred, all right, but this is true. All of those guys who hated Crawford when he moved to welterweight, they praised him and they was in love with Crawford when he was a 140-pounder and when he was a 135-pounder. It was only until he moved up to the welterweight division and said he wanted to fight Errol Spence, that's when everything changed. And when Errol Spence did this press conference, Danny Garcia and Sean Porter press conference, September the 8th, on the Friday, 2018, that's when the narrative changed. True. Hey, Blood, facts. This is facts. This is facts, Fred. I mean, this is facts, Retro. The reason why Crawford don't mess with a lot of those guys, because some of the guys who talking good about him now, you shitted on the man and defecated on the man for 5 years. And before I move on, I want to say this to my brother Blue and Fred. Y'all defecated on Crawford for years. You took your pro-LDBC narratives and you went at this man because you chose sides with PBC and Errol Spence. This is the truth. And I'm going to say this as respectfully as I possibly can. Now you have changed your position. For whatever the reason, you guys have changed your position. But Crawford didn't forget y'all was just shitting on him yesterday. And this is probably why, and shout out to my brother Blue, this is probably why some of your subscribers now have turned on you. Because your platform was a rest haven for them to hate Crawford. Now you don't hate Crawford anymore, or maybe you still do, but you just concealing it. But now you don't hate Crawford anymore. You know what I mean? You change your position. Those guys, they found you and they fell in love with you based on that narrative that you and the LDBC was pushing. So when you switched it up on them, they like, nah, we still team fuck Crawford. And this is why they turned on you. You and Fred. and probably the other guys as well, whoever. You get what I'm saying? So this is what happens when you follow. This is what happens when you follow groups. When you follow groups and you got to follow the group narrative, and when you got to follow the group narrative, when you finally wake up and become an independent thinker and don't want to push the narrative anymore, guess what happens? They gonna turn on you. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's what's going on right now. Oh, I'm not finished. I got a whole lot of more. I want to open up these phone lines. Shout out to Jamal. Hey, okay. We're dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, shout out to Marquis, man. Shout out to Marquis, man. Salute to Marquis. What you say? You say Errol the Platypus Spence wants to fight Bud at sumo wrestling now. He said they get good back end. They get good back end money. Okay. All right, for sure. Shout out to Jamal. Thank you, fam. But let's continue. What do you guys see what I'm doing? I'm using their talking points. See, y'all say he ducking. Okay, let's see. We want to use the word duck today. We want to use the 4-letter word. This 4-letter word by the name of duck. D-U-C-K. So let's go back and look and see who really been ducking. Let's go.
Politics and this, that, it shouldn't be politics. It is what it is. It's politics and boxing.
That's true.
I never fought on ESPN. I'm not gonna fight on ESPN probably. No disrespect to ESPN. I'm not. I'm with Showtime and Fox. So different. But
Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder came together and did a fight together. 3 fights. Two with ESPN and Top Rank. As a matter of fact, from what we're hearing, Tank Davis is a PBC fighter. Last time I checked, right? Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy. They went to zone. Guess what we heard? We heard that doggone Al Haymon and Oscar De La Hoya, they came together and made a deal in order to make a fight with Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. So when a few boxing fans became fans of networks, this started with Errol Spence. You niggas is so much of followers of narratives. Instead of sticking with the side of boxing, you guys took whatever you guys took what Sir Duck-a-Lot said, and you ran it with it like a little coat. But nah, y'all ain't gonna get away today. Not today.
The streets. He can say he never fought on ESPN. I'm not gonna fight on ESPN probably. No disrespect to ESPN. I'm not. I'm with Showtime and Fox. So different side of the street. He can say he own the block, whatever. You don't own the block. You're not gonna fight on Showtime. You're not gonna fight on Fox. If he is, come over.
So he said, if he is on the block or standing on the block, he said, if he is, come over. So guess what Terence Crawford do? 5 years later, no, let's see. That's 2018, 19, 20, 21. 3 years later, Terence Crawford leaves ESPN. Guess what he did? He came on over. True. At the 7-minute and 25-second mark of this video, Errol Spence say, if he's standing on the block and he owned the block, whatever the case may be, he said, if he is, come over. Guess what he did? He came over. True. When he came over, guess what happened? Same old bullshit. Free agent. First it was he went the wrong promoter. He on the wrong side of the street. He never should have re-signed with Top Rank and ESPN. Then he leaves ESPN Top Rank. You say you told him to come over. He come knocking at your door. Then you say, oh man, he a man without representation. He do bad business. He ain't even got no promoter. But when he had a promoter, you said he was with the wrong promoter. He lead the promoter come over there. Now you say he ain't got no promoter. This why the deal can't get done. So first the deal couldn't get done because he was on the wrong side of the street, wrong network. He had the wrong promoter. So he lead the promoter and come over your side of the street like you said. Then you say, well, the deal can't get done because he don't know how to do business. He ain't got no representation. He ain't got no promoter. Then he takes a picture with Oscar De La Hoya and doggone Bernard Hopkins. Everybody jump out the window and say, oh, it look like he's signing with Golden Boy. He's signing with the wrong promoter. Wait a minute. Didn't you guys say that? If he was with the wrong promoter, he lead the wrong promoter, come to y'all, then you say that the deal can't get made because he don't know how to do business, he ain't got no representation. So if he signed with Golden Boy, he will have a promoter like you just said he needed, and he'll have representation. Now you complaining about that? Boy, you guys are some goalpost moving ass niggas. If you did not have a double standard, you would not have a standard at all.
True.
Let's continue.
Yeah. No, Sean Porter not a tune-up fight. Like I said, he's a world-class fighter. He's definitely not a tune-up fight. I'm not gonna disrespect Sean Porter like that at all.
Okay.
Even like that, even with Danny Garcia lost. Danny Garcia is still a world-class fighter. He lost.
Okay. So he's talking about that. Now where am I going after this, coach? Let's go to September 9th, 2018. 2 months later, guess what we going at? 2 months later, we going right here. Shout out to Elli Sekbach. Y'all remember this one? Do y'all remember this? The famous when Errol Spence was face to face with Crawford. This one, Errol Spence was telling Crawford, "Tell your nigga to be quiet. Tell your nigga to be quiet." Because this dude in the background was talking, and Errol Spence was face to face with Crawford. He said, "Tell your nigga to be quiet." He said, "Tell your nigga to be quiet." And Errol Spence say, "No, you talking to me. Look at me." He said, "Look at me. Tell your nigga to be quiet." Remember that? Let's continue. No. I'm not gonna let you get away with that. Not gonna let you get away with that. No. Like Chuck D say.
You gotta know.
Let's go.
I ain't got no options for y'all.
Let's go. Let's go. Hold on. Oh, I got to pull it up today. Hold on.
Don't try to go to the body.
Here you go right here. Y'all remember this? The famous face off. Remember this? I ain't gonna play it, but I'm playing on my phone. But y'all remember this? Let's go.
Fat, nigga. That's what you is.
I'm not fat.
Fat.
I'm not fat, muscle.
That's fat.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
I
was a fighter.
Grab
it again.
I look at the weigh-in, though.
Grab it
I
again.
look at the weigh-in.
We talking about now.
I look at the weigh-in.
Here you go right here. Hold on. Well, I got you.
I heard about Kel,
Hold
Tell your nigga to be quiet.
We talking about now.
I look at the weigh-in,
But you talking about how big
I
you
look at the
is.
weigh-in,
It's
though.
fat.
Check this out. Hold on. Tell your nigga to be quiet. Hey, I gotta let y'all hear that part right there. That part was funny. Errol looked like he was kind of sauced up too, but that part was funny. Tell your nigga to be quiet. Tell your nigga to be quiet.
I look at the weigh-in,
It's
though.
fat.
But how I look at
Grab
the weigh-in?
that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I guarantee I'm a Christian.
Grab that. All right, let me ask you a question. Grab that. Don't try to go to the body. Don't try that little. Don't try that. Don't try that.
He said, "Why you talking to?" He said, "Why you talking from the side, bro? You ain't got nothing to do with this. This is what he said to the dude right here. He said, "You ain't got nothing to do with this. Why you talking to the side?" So he looking over here. Why you talking to the side? Here you go right here though. Check it out.
Hey, look. Tell him do that little.
You talking too much. You talking too much, bro. We tell them around. Ain't nobody talking from the side.
But you
Why
talking
gotta
to
talk?
me.
Ain't nobody talking from the side. Why you gotta talk?
Well, talk to me.
It don't matter.
Talk to him.
Tell your nigga be quiet.
Talk to me.
Tell your nigga be quiet.
Hey, blood, listen. He got sidetracked talking to the dude on the sideline. Crawford like, "Look, well, talk to me. He said, "Tell your nigga to be quiet. Tell your nigga to be quiet." Well, tell your nigga to be
Okay.
I can't make this up. Let's go.
Tell your nigga to talk to me.
Tell your nigga to be
All right,
quiet.
now you talk to me.
Tell your nigga to be
Back to
quiet.
what we were talking about. Try that body
It
shot
don't matter.
shit.
I'm not. Stop. Don't stop it. That shit gonna be easy work. I promise you. It don't matter. I'm gonna knock you out, bro. You getting hurt.
That's fat.
You got hurt by getting bored. You got hurt by getting bored.
Oh, so y'all heard all this part right here. Let's get to the other part.
You
got one leg.
You gonna.
We see you get wild, but
Then what?
We see you.
After that.
It don't matter.
After that. Wait till I hit you. You gonna look like
Nah.
You.
Now, this one, this fight, all jokes aside, blood, that's when this fight should have been made. Right when all the hype was around 2018, this fight should have been made around this time or the next year, 2019. That's when this fight should have been made. This when the fight was at its height. Everybody got excited. You get what I'm saying? 2017, the year before that, he said he wanted to fight. He said that Jeff Horn was fooled and that he wanted to fight him next. He wanted to fight the win out of him and Pacquiao. Jeff Horn won. He said he wanted to fight him next. That's exactly what he said. He didn't say he was on the wrong side of the street. He didn't say it was politics. He didn't say he was with ESPN or with Showtime and Fox. He didn't say none of that. When Crawford moved up, beat Jeff Horn and got the belt, guess what? Wrong side of the street, wrong network. I'm the A side. He got to leave. He got to leave. He got to leave. Why he re-signed with ESPN in the top rank? He got to leave and come on. He got to leave and come over here. That's when all that started. Let's go.
One leg. You gonna look like you had one leg. He had one leg. I'm gonna make one leg. Steaky leg. What you want to bet on that? What you want to bet on?
Here you go.
Let's bet $1 million.
Easy.
Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right?
Easy. Let's bet $1 million.
Okay, they talking about betting $1 million.
Hey, this nigga still.
Can I get a picture with y'all?
Nigga say he wanted a picture.
Can I get 10%?
No. First of all, Bob said he said Al don't exist.
Now listen to this, blood.
Al don't exist. He said Al does not exist.
Listen to this.
You said in an article. You said Al doesn't exist.
Listen.
You said Sam made up a fictional character. Can we get both of them in the ring?
Here you go.
Can we get both of them in the ring? He said I'm fighting Mikey.
Hold on.
I met Al
Now check this out. Let's write this down.
Can we get both of them in the ring?
Now, Terence Crawford is asking him, I want y'all to see this. He's asking Errol Spence, he said, what did he say? He's asking him, what did Al Haymon say? Right here. I want y'all to see this. Hold on. Hold on. So right here, at the 7-minute and 29-second mark, Terence Crawford is looking directly at Errol Spence, and he's asking him, what did Al Haymon say as it relates to me? Me and you fighting. I want y'all to listen to this.
He said, I'm fighting Mikey. Then I might fight Sean Porter, Keith Thurman.
So he didn't mention Terence.
He didn't.
I just got called up.
No, listen, check this out. He said Al Haymon mentioned Mikey, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman. He said Pacquiao. He said Pacquiao. Oh, Lord have mercy. But it said this 5 years ago.
I met Al Haymon.
Here you go. Let's hear it one more time.
Can we get both of them in the ring?
He said, I'm fighting Mikey. Then I might fight Sean Porter, Keith Thurman.
So he didn't mention Terence.
He didn't.
I just got called up.
Oh, he got his number.
Well,
he got his number.
Hey, the man's listen. This was the play back then. He said, Mikey, did Errol Spence fight Mikey? Check. He said, Sean Porter, did Errol Spence fight Sean Porter? Check. He said Manny Pacquiao. Did Errol Spence fight Manny Pacquiao? He would have fought him if he wouldn't have had a detached retina. So we gonna put check by there because really he was supposed to fight Manny Pacquiao. But Ugas in there fighting him because he got paws put on him in sparring. And guess who he's fixing to fight now? Keith Thurman. And in the process of that, he fought Danny Garcia, who was Keith Thurman's leftovers, and he fought Dennis Ugas, who had 3 or 4 losses already. Danny and Ugas. Boy, this was Al Haymon's plan from day one. And this is what's going on right now. True. Let's continue.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Terence. That's the smartest thing.
You're a legendary promoter. I like that. You're a legendary promoter. I like that. I like that. You're best in the business. I like
been around this long.
Okay.
So he know fight.
I like that.
Now hold on.
He like you.
I know you like me.
He like you.
We're in business.
Let's see what's up. Hey, now.
Our business.
2 of the best in the business.
Right.
Now check this out.
Absolutely. 2 of the best.
You heard what the dude say? He said, you still ain't said when the fight gonna happen though. They said that 5 years ago. Let's continue.
You know what I'm doing to him.
No, you don't.
He know in his mind. He know what I'm gonna do to him.
He don't. No, he don't.
He knows.
Stop that.
Because he kept saying
Stop that.
Like now he's trying to make a beginning, but
Smack.
a couple months ago he said, what he say? It's gonna happen end of 2019.
Hey,
Did you not say that?
Listen to this.
Did you not say that? That's what your promoter said.
This is what I'm saying.
I read it all.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I read it all too. Terence Crawford, wait till he get a belt.
Yeah.
He ain't did nothing in the welterweight today.
Yeah.
When he get a belt, When he get a belt, you want to go over there. Keith Thurman want to go over there, and now y'all want to say, "Oh, I ain't fought nobody, but I got a belt now." So okay.
Sean Porter got a belt too.
So now
Sean Porter got a belt.
So Crawford pointing out the hypocrisy. He said, wait a minute. He said, you said I ain't fought nobody. I needed to get a belt. Now I got a belt now. What's up? He said, yeah. He said, I know. He said, you ain't fought nobody. He said, Sean Porter got a belt too. Sean Porter got a belt too. That's what he said. This decade, listen, bro. That's why it was very important that I showed you to what he said in 2017 when Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao. What he said in 2017 when Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao is totally different. He said something the total opposite after when Errol Spence beat Jeff Horn and became the WBO champion. His whole tune changed. He went to talk about Al Haymon had other fighters for him. He went to talk about, why don't I take the easy route? Let's continue.
So why want to go the easy road and you not Sean Porter out?
Now I want you guys to see this. He said, why don't I take the easy road and knock Sean Porter out? That's what he said. That's what he said.
By the way, Bob, what do you think of
I want you to see this though. So I want you to look at this guy that's standing next to Errol Spence.
Porter got a belt. So why want to go the easy road and you not Sean Porter out? Why wouldn't I?
Now look at the look on this guy's face right here. Look at the look on this guy's face. Blood. Look at the look on his face when Errol Spence say this. Look at the look on this guy's face. Like he said, I can't. Is this what kind of Scrooge McDuck shit is this? Let's go right there. I want you to hear this. Look at the look on his face.
Okay. Sean Porter got a belt too.
So now
Sean Porter got a belt too. Sean Porter. So why want to go the easy road and you not Sean Porter out? Why wouldn't I?
Right there. That's at the 9-minute and 22-second mark that I got a time phrase right there. Look at how he looking at us. He couldn't believe that Spence said that. Bruh. True. Do you see the look of disbelief on this dude's face? He couldn't believe that Spence said that. He like, what kind of shucky-ducky is this? Well, I'm going to tell you something. What shucky-ducky at? What shucky-ducky at? Shucky-ducky. Shucky-ducky, quack, quack.
Think I'm lying, shucky-ducky, quack, quack.
Yes, sir.
Shucky-ducky, quack, quack.
Let's go back. Because this is what I'm hearing.
Sean Porter got a belt too.
So now
Sean Porter got a belt too. Sean Porter. So why want to go the easy road and you not Sean Porter out? Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I?
You a smart man, but not that.
The nigga went to talk about the easy road. When Jeff Horn was the champ, he ain't said, why don't I take the easy road and knock Sean Porter off? Why don't I take the easy road and fight Keith Thurman? Why don't I clean up my side of the street? You with the wrong network. You on the wrong. He ain't say none of that. When Jeff Horn had the belt, he was anxious to fight Jeff Horn. Terence Crawford, a little small, skinny dude from Omaha, Nebraska, moved up from 135 pounds. As soon as he moved up, beat Jeff Horn, take the belt. This man came with a whole bunch of doggone.
Think I'm lying, shucky-ducky, quack, quack. Shucky-ducky, quack, quack.
Y'all like to use the word duck, right? I'm finna show you a duck. Dark-winged duck, Scrooge McDuck, Donald Duck, Daffy Duck. You know what I mean? Launchpad McDuck. All the ducks. No, I'm not finished. I'm not finished. Let's go right here. Let's go to Money Mayweather. Like I said before. Let's go to Mr. Like I said before. Now remember, we had a whole bunch of clickbait YouTube channels. We're talking about this fight gonna happen and this fight gonna schedule for November the 19th and all that stuff there. Do you remember all of those YouTube channels from last year that was saying this fight was signed, sealed, and delivered? It was gonna happen November the 19th. Then it was gonna happen in October. It was gonna happen in July. Remember all of that? Only to come to find out that those same channels was lying to you. Those channels were lying to you because they knew that's what you wanted to hear. Let's continue though. I'm not finished. Now we heard the wrong side of the street now. Heard the wrong side. The phone lines will be open in a minute. Got to get the lights up, but phone lines will be open in a minute. Let's go. I am with the shits today. Anybody want to send me gun emojis? You can send them right now. Anybody want to threaten me? You'll have an opportunity to threaten me when I open up the phone lines. Anybody want to tell me they got shooters? You will be able to tell me how many shooters you got. You'll be able to tell me how many shooters you got when I open up the phone lines. Or you can leave it in the chat. Let's go right here. Now, right here, Floyd Mayweather sent a tweet out at ESPN. He said, you guys are a great company and have held a great reputation for years. He said, but Mike Coppinger has to stop feeding the boxing world with false information. Now, Blood Boxing hit the nail right on the head. What's going on is this. All of this contract, signed the contract, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. I'm going to pull up. He ducked. He pulled out of this and that, yada, 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 yada. Blah, this, quasi. You guys are running with false information. And your hatred for Terence Crawford has blinded you to the reality of the situation. You so caught up in your emotions, like the beta males that you are, that you refuse to acknowledge all the receipts and all of the primary sources of information that you heard here today, and that you've heard in the past, and that you're going to finish hearing. I'm not finished yet. Let's go. This is what Floyd Mayweather said, though. Shout out to Fight Hype. So this is Floyd right here saying that dude's got to stop with the false information.
Spence didn't post about it.
Let's go right
a little bit over a month, but further down the future.
Let's go right
here. Somebody threw it out there.
Now let's go right here. Now this is the 42-second mark, right? I mean, you know me. I like to come with the receipts. I like to come with the receipts because, see, I can defeat any aerosexual because guess what? You can't get by this. You're not going to get by this. You're not going to get by this. Let's go. Am I going to believe an aerosexual YouTube channel who's depending on an audience so he can get super chats and ad revenue on the 21st of the month? Or I'm going to listen to Floyd Mayweather, the guy who was part owner of the PBC? You niggas act like y'all was in the office. Yeah, I was in the office with Spence. I was with him. I was in there with everything. I heard everything. I talked to Haymon yesterday. Listen to these aerosexuals. These niggas act like they don't know nothing. Only thing they know they hate Terence Crawford. Power to the people. Niggas say I'm a coon, right? So right now we having a coon by y'all right now. Let's get y'all enjoying the coon by y'all. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Let's give everybody a round of applause who enjoying the coon by y'all. Let's see what Floyd had to say. Shout out to Fight Hype.
Somebody threw it out there. I don't know who threw it out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not here to throw nobody under the bus.
Yeah.
They keep on saying this fight's going to happen. And once again, this fight may happen, but further down the future. Let's
start right there. So what was the aerosexual YouTube channel talking about? What was Fag 9 talking about? What was the Alphabet Boys talking about? What was Boxing Shigo talking about? Didn't all them niggas tell y'all that this fight was happening in October? It was going to happen in July? It was going to happen according to their sources? Didn't they tell y'all that? How can you duck something when the CEO or one of the owners of the PBC tell you that the fight ain't going to happen? Y'all so low IQ, y'all just ignored all of that. But let's continue. When was this video made? This video was made, when was this? November? October the 10th. The video really, he said it October the 7th. Because I got the October the 7th version of it right here, but let's go.
Fight was going to happen in November.
Mm-hmm.
They keep on saying this fight is going to happen. And once again,
he say they keep on saying this fight is going to happen. My question to you guys is, who is the they? Who is the they that keeps saying that this fight is going to happen? Who is the they? Let's continue.
This fight may happen, but further down the future. They said the fight was going to happen, in November?
Mm-hmm. Yep, November 19th, I think.
November 19th. So that's basically almost, we'll say, a month away. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit over a month away. Okay, 6 weeks, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Right? No press tour.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No press conference at all.
No.
Spence didn't post about it.
No.
Crawford didn't post about it.
No.
So,
but guess who did post about it? Jabba the Hutt, Fag 9, the LDBC, Boxing Shigo, all of those guys, they posted about it. But Spence and Crawford didn't post about it. Floyd Mayweather didn't post about it. And don't nobody even know if Al Haymon dead or alive. You chose to believe the group of people who have been lying to you for years. And you ignored everything Errol Spence said. You ignored everything Floyd Mayweather said. Because it did not fit your narrative. It did not fit what you wanted to believe. And in the classic definition of confirmation bias, you reject anything that doesn't confirm what you want to believe. So some of the channels that was defecating on Crawford, now some of you guys are still holding strong now. Y'all still defecating on them. I take my hat off to you. At least you consistent. You flaming heterosexuals. I can't stand you niggas, but it is what it is. Don't give a fuck about you, but it is what it is. But the ones who was defecating on them and then switched it up, you can't get mad at your audience for turning on you. You literally created this. For years, you have been spitting out these lies and propaganda and stuff because you hated Crawford. Why? Because Crawford would not give you guys an interview. True. Do you guys know that's what this is all about? Terence Crawford would not give the LDBC an interview. You know this is what it's about, right? And people who was formerly a part of the LDBC that's not a part of them anymore, you do know this is what it's about, right? He wouldn't give them an interview. That's what this was about. So that's why I call them Wakanda niggas. But let's continue.
Please stop listening to these inaccurate writers writing about things that they don't know about. And we spoke about this before. Well, how do you know this and how do you know that? Once again, me and Al Haymon is business partners.
Let's stop right there. He said, once again, how do you know this and how do you know that? He say, me and Al Haymon are business partners. Is Al Haymon and Boxing Shigo business partners? No. True. Is Al Haymon and the LDBC business partners? No. True. Is Al Haymon and Fagnon business partners? No. True. Is Al Haymon and the other aerosexual affiliate channels business partners with Al Haymon? No. True. Do you know who is business partners with Al Haymon? Like I said before, Floyd Mayweather. So who am I going to believe? Some aerosexuals? Some alphabet boy supporters who are mad, upset, and angry because Crawford would not give them an interview? Or am I going to believe the person who is business partners with Al Haymon? True. Let's continue.
And Al Haymon speak every day. Do you know this and how do you know that? Once again, me and Al Haymon is business partners. Me and Al Haymon speak every day. So no one can say I'm with Floyd Mayweather, but I'm not with Al Haymon. No one can say I'm with Al Haymon, but I'm not with Floyd Mayweather. We're one. Whoever is out there speaking on, talking about this fight is going to happen, I don't know who was the first person to write this. And I'm pretty sure you probably know because you do your homework on these type of, on these type of situations. So who's the first person that you know that said something about this?
I'm pretty sure it was Mike Coppinger at ESPN.
So Mike Coppinger was the first one. And everybody fell in line. Well, really, people were saying it before Mike Coppinger. I'm just being honest with you. They were saying it before Mike Coppinger. I have a plethora of receipts. I can go to Wakanda. I can go to Aerosex's YouTube channel. I can show you. Before Mike said a word, they were saying it. But let's go.
And you got to realize ESPN is a top. We got to realize this is a top flight company. Top flight. So a lot of times people just, what they call it, clickbait.
Yeah.
Clickbait. You guys have been clickbaited all last year. True. You've been clickbaited all last year. And you know the crazy part about it? You love being clickbaited. You like being lied to. You love it. You've been lied to so much that when you hear the truth, you reject the truth. And when you hear the lie, you embrace it with open arms. You love the well-dressed up lie and you hate the naked truth because it doesn't fit the narrative that you have been programmed to believe. Therein lies the problem.
Yeah. So a lot of times people want a bunch of likes or a bunch of people to, get a bunch of hype around a certain thing or their website or anything or their blog site. I don't really know. Right. At the end of the day, as of right now, the Spence and Crawford fight is not happening.
So that's for Floyd Money Mayweather. Am I finished? Hell no. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. I got another one right here. This was, shout out to Elli Sekbach. When this one was, let's see. This was July the 14th. July the 14th, guys, what happened? There were reports that Crawford and Spence were going to fight on October the 29th. Do y'all remember that? Do you remember that from your favorite Wakanda YouTube channel? Favorite Errol Spence YouTube channel? Do you remember that date? There were reports that this fight was going to happen between Crawford and Spence October the 29th. Floyd Mayweather came to confirm that it's not true. But hold on, let me let you hear. Though. Let me let you hear. You know me, and I like to play primary sources of information. The primary source of information. That's what I like to do. Shit, I don't be playing, man. Shit,
This guy can fight.
All right.
It's not really praising fighters.
Let's go.
It's giving guys.
This Floyd Mayweather.
This guy can fight.
This Floyd.
About the possibility of bringing in an NBA team here to Las Vegas.
Hold on.
Like when I always said, Mayweather Promotions.
Okay.
We are the past, the present.
Let's go.
A second dad.
Let's go. Hold on,
man.
You talking about Al Haymon?
Yesterday, when I was on the podium for the Hall of Fame, I spoke about me and Al Haymon.
Mm-hmm.
Some call him my mentor, some call him my manager, some call him a second dad.
Talk to him, Floyd.
Call him whatever you want to call him. He's a great man.
Talk to him, Floyd.
He's my partner. He's a second father.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great person. He's a shrewd businessman. And
shrewd businessman, father.
We couldn't choose another person that's compatible with me to be in the sport of boxing. Great person.
Great person.
Spence Crawford, two great fighters. You know both of them personally.
Yeah, and I seen sometimes on I think it's ESPN. A couple of times you guys had seen me go out there and say certain things are false. When I tell you certain things are false, when I go out there and say, when I speak about certain things, please listen to me.
Whoa!
I'm not just saying this.
Wait, hold on, Floyd. You say people come out there and say certain things that's false? I wonder who doing that on YouTube. Who come out and put out false information about certain fights that's going down and certain fighters that they don't like all the time? I wonder who that could be. I wonder. Let's continue.
Sometimes a fighter may when I go out there and say, when I speak about certain things, please listen to me. I'm not just saying this. A lot of times a fighter may retweet something. Remember, I'm behind.
Why would I listen to Floyd Mayweather when I can get all my facts from Fagnon? True. Why am I gonna listen to a man whose second father is Al Haymon, who's business partners with Al Haymon, and who talk to Al Haymon every day? Why would I listen to him when I can listen to an Errol Sexual YouTube channel where niggas sitting in their house all goddamn day, drinking all the kids' Kool-Aid, drinking all the juicy juices, smoking on the Nick Sack and Reggie, playing with their PS5, waiting on their baby mama on Big Booty Judy to come back to bring the money back for winning the one leg up contest? I'ma listen to you. Nigga, please. Miss me with that bullshit. Let's go.
So sometimes a fighter is saying this. A lot of times a fighter may retweet something. Remember, I'm behind the scenes. So sometimes a fighter can retweet something, just to get the people out of their seats or get the people going. And Errol Spence, hell of a fighter. Terence Crawford, hell of a fighter. But I seen, if I'm not mistaken, someone threw a date out there or a month.
A date?
October 28th, they said in Vegas.
Not true. Not true. Not true. Now, when it's true, y'all hear from me first, or y'all hear from Fight Hype.
Now, Floyd said this. This was July. Floyd said this. Hold on. I'm finna give y'all the date right now. Finna show y'all the date. This was 7 months ago. So that was July. Floyd said this. I want to show you. I want to show it to you. It's timestamped. Floyd said this July the 14th, 2022. No, June 14th, 2022. And then he had to come back and follow it up in November, which was the video that I played previous to this. Let's go. Do we have one more, Coach? Do we got one more, Coach? Do we have one more? Oh, we got my good brother. We got Blue right here. Y'all want to hear Blue? We got Blue right here. We got Blue right here. Let's see what our good brother Blue Blood Sports TV got to say. Shout out to Blue. I know a lot of y'all switched up on Blue. You turned on Blue. I know a lot of y'all turned on Blue. No, I don't turn on him. If he was speaking facts,
Blue Blood Sports TV.
If he was speaking facts when you was in love with him, he's speaking facts now.
True.
Don't switch up on him.
True.
Hey, Mr. Warren, they want to switch up on Blue now. No, if he was speaking facts, Blue, you're a real one. And you were sitting on all these super chats. If he was speaking facts then, goddamn it, he's speaking facts now.
True.
No. Don't turn on him. Don't turn on Blue. Don't turn on Blue. He was a real one. He was a real one back in '79. He's a real one. He's a real one right now in 2023. No, don't do that. I ain't gonna let you get away with that. I ain't gonna let y'all turn on Blue like that. No, sir. I am not gonna let y'all turn over Blue. No, sir. You ain't gonna get away with this. Y'all want to move the goalpost. As you can see right here, our good brother Blue Blood Sports TV. Shout out to Blue. He said shocking debunked. He said shocking debunked. Floyd Mayweather advised Terence Crawford to not take Errol Spence fight now. Okay. I was kind of interested in it. Hold on, Blue. Where you got this from? So I wanted to hear what my good brother had to say. Let's go.
Got y'all with it.
No loss. Shout out to Blue.
30 knockout. Errol Spence said that Terence Crawford, he walked away from the negotiations with no fair warning. That wasn't fair. Terence Crawford, he stated that Errol Spence's side simply was dragging their feet and not wanting to give him what he was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now people are asking me, hey, Blue, did you see that Floyd Mayweather is the reason that Terence Crawford, Errol Spence didn't fight? Floyd Mayweather advised Terence Crawford to not fight Errol Spence. The time is not right.
Okay.
And that Terence Crawford revealed to Errol Spence, Terence Crawford revealed to Floyd Mayweather who the investment group was that was willing to put up $50 million to stage the fight. $25 million guaranteed up front for both guys. And he stated that, it was Jay-Z and Rockefeller that Terence Crawford revealed.
Jay-Z, Rockefeller?
Well, I can tell you that Jay-Z was a person of interest, but Jay-Z wasn't the one.
Okay. Jay-Z wasn't
the one. But nonetheless, according to these reports, Terence Crawford explained to Floyd Mayweather that Jay-Z was the one that was willing to put up the $50 million.
Okay. Jay-Z, $50 million.
Now, I do know, and I'm aware of the investment group that Terence Crawford had the conversation with.
All right.
And it's not Jay-Z, but he was a person of interest that would have liked to stage the fight.
Okay. So,
with that said, if Floyd Mayweather prevented the fight from happening, and he advised Terence Crawford to not take the fight, and the time is not now, then that means Al Haymon was on board and told Floyd Mayweather and gave Floyd Mayweather the okay, because we know, as Floyd Mayweather stated in both those interviews.
Yeah? What did he say? What did he say, Blue?
That if anybody knows what's going on and anybody talks to Al Haymon every single day.
Yeah.
And if you sign the PBC, Premier Boxing Champion.
That's what he said.
With founder Al Haymon.
Right.
Just signed the Floyd Mayweather.
Okay, he did say that. So basically, the gist of this video, I saw the whole thing from front to back. Blue said that Floyd Mayweather, according to reports, now I don't know where the reports came from. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where the reports came from. But according to reports, Floyd Mayweather was the one. Now Blue, my good brother Blue, he dropped this video When you dropped this video, Blue? Oh, this was 4 days ago. So according to our brother right here, Floyd Mayweather was the one who advised Terence Crawford, not to take the deal, yada, yada, yada. The fight ain't ready. It'll happen at a later date. I believe, Blue. Hold on. Now, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Y'all said that Blue told the truth. Y'all said that Blue was a real one. Now y'all want to turn on Blue. I ain't gonna let you turn on him like that. Not on my watch. You gonna ride till the wheels fall off. And Blue was a real one when he was hating on Crawford and defecating on Crawford. If he was a real one then, guess what? He's a real one now. True. No, y'all ain't got nowhere to run right now. No, y'all ain't got nowhere to run. If he was a real one then, when he went along with the narrative, he's a real one now. True. Anyways, shout out to Shad. He said, Coach, Blue on the wrong side of the street. No, they're trying to turn on Blue. I ain't gonna let him turn on Blue. Shout out to Ray. Shout out to Ray Sanders. He said, Ray Sanders, he became a member, man. Shout out to you, fam. I ain't gonna let him. I ain't gonna let you run. No, you ain't gonna run. You gonna stay. You gonna ride out with Blue. That's what we gonna do. We gonna ride out with Blue. We are going to ride out with Blue. That's what we gonna do. You see what I'm saying? Hey, that rhyme, bars. Ride out with Blue. That's what we gonna do. Let me go ahead and open up these phone lines. How many lights we got? Let's open up these phone lines. We got over 600 in here today, boy. Okay, I kind of knew that. I knew that, boy. I know my audience very well. I know if I drop an Errol Spence video or a Terence Crawford video and I come up with a good thumbnail, they coming. I already know that. Hey, we got to get the lights up. We need 84 more lights. Phone lines open, 530-494-9636. So, the bottom line is this. 2017, Errol Spence, June 2017, after Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence said that Jeff Horn is fool. He want to fight that, make that fight next. He didn't say he was on the wrong side of the street. He didn't say he was signed to the wrong network. He didn't say none of that stuff. He didn't say Jeff Horn ain't fought nobody. He didn't say none of that stuff. He said he wanted to fight him. We got the video. Just showed it to you. Once Terence Crawford beat Jeff Horn and took the belt, 2018, a year rolled by at the Danny Garcia and Sean Porter fight, everything changed. Terence Crawford on the wrong side of the street. No, he went ESPN. I went Showtime Fox. I went to PBC. You know what I mean? Only way that fight can happen unless, if they were to get together and make something happen like that. Spence, do you want to become undisputed champion? They were asking him about undisputed back in 2018. He said, I'm the A side. They asked him about undisputed. He said, I'm the A side. Terence Crawford wrong side street. No, only way that fight can happen, he gonna have to cross the street. He said he owned the block, he run the block. Okay, prove it. Come on this side. That's what he said in 2018. 2017, he said something different with Jeff Horn. 2018, and then 2 months later, he told him again. And then 2 months later, he said that why don't I take the easy route? Why don't I fight Sean Porter? So first, he didn't take the easy route. That's what he said. And then Errol Spence asked him. He said he ain't never mentioned my name. He said no. He said what did he say? He said I'm gonna fight Mikey and then I'm gonna fight Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, and he ended up fighting Danny Garcia, Ugas, and guess who we finna get ready to fight now? Keith Thurman. True. Crawford say so he ain't mentioned my name, huh? He say nah, he ain't mentioned your name. 530-494-9636. This shit too easy. Phone lines open, man. Anybody want to threaten me? You can call me at 530-494-9636. Anybody want to threaten me, say they want to shoot me, they got shooters, I better not come to the fight, they gonna pull up. You can call in and threaten me right now today. You can send me gun emojis in the chat. You can send me gun emojis on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter at Coach_Malachi. You can go to my website, CoachMalachi.com. You can leave me threats there too. You can also send me threats via email, TrueMediaUSABoxing@gmail.com. So I'm waiting on the threats. Please, I'm waiting on you. Call, what's your name, when you calling from?
This is Naposh TV. What's going on, Coach? Salute to you.
Posh TV, you sound muffled, but I got you. Posh TV. Where you calling from?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. But where you calling from?
Man, I'm calling from Ohio.
Ohio,
the
talk
great
to me.
state of Ohio. Man, check it out, man. This is my main thing right now. I want to say is this: is that we have more than enough receipts, more than enough videos, clips, more than enough facts on top of facts that'll let anyone and everybody know that the casual fan, all the way to a true boxing enthusiast, somebody that has the boxing history and all, that Crawford has been going straight toe to toe with everybody just to get this fight with Spence. Okay? We have more than enough. And if anybody that still keeps doubting what's going on and don't want to conform and just go ahead and just start learning right then and there, especially talking to casual fans that just got into it over the last 2 years or whatever. Hey, if you don't want to learn how to become a true boxing fan, then you need to back off. Back up. Stop talking so much. Stop getting on these Twitters. Stop getting on all these social media platforms and talking crazy because you're looking bugazi. And it's making everything. Oh, it's making everything messed up because these promoters are eating it up. They love it. You know this is true. Let me tell you how you know it's real true. And even some of these fighters are loving it that are just scary type and, coward-like fighters. Let me tell you how you know. When you got putting out a T-shirt on the day of Crawford's fight, and this is the second T-shirt he put out, and then all of a sudden he makes his money. He put it out for $80 and did his thing. Hey, he made off like a fat rat. And then, guess what? There's no fight, Coach.
Yes,
the
sir.
second time, Coach. And all these casual fans on body sold, Coach, maybe sold 20,000 of them. Wow.
That's a lot of money.
Okay. What'd you say, Coach?
No, I said that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. And if you did it 2 times in a row, which he did it right before the Ugas fight. So this is the point. It's like if you're a casual fan, it's not, still get the heck up out of here if you're going to be talking crazy to people like Coach and talking crazy to us and people that are mindful and understand and respect the game of boxing, love the sweet science. Get up out of here if you ain't ready for that. But if you're willing to sit down and learn something, we can start right there with the T-shirt. This is your favorite fighter right here? This is what he do? No, look. All you got to do is say, look, if you really are the big fish like he thinks he is, then why don't you just do this? Look, you fought that bum, Crawford. Okay, I know we kind of dropped the ball. Y'all caught me on the leak call. I said that we wouldn't probably have this fight until January, February. We sent you a revised contract. Yeah, we had the Twitter war. I admitted some things in the Twitter war. I did that. Guess what? I'm the big fish. So guess what? I'm not going to fight nobody except you. I get it, baby. You don't want to fight me unless, you want to get, you got your year. Hey, I got it. I'm a fighter too. I'm going to wait for you. Let's get it because I'm the big fish. Mm-hmm. See, nobody really says it like this, Coach. I ain't really heard it except you say it like this. If you're the big fish, then act like it. You say you don't need a tune-up. You keep talking about you want Crawford. You put a T-shirt out, man. I ain't going to let nobody get off of this one, Coach.
Yeah.
You put a T-shirt out, Coach.
T-shirt, yeah.
So we need to have that fight. Now, you can't have everything. I'm going to let you go, Coach, but you can't have everything made for yourself with something special all the time. Some jiggy up. Everything's jiggied up for you. And nobody's acting like this is something important. Man, he's fighting at 154 for no titles. Come on now. I mean, you're a casual fan. Learn something.
Yes, sir. Hey,
learn the game.
Shout out to Paz TV, man. Ohio in the building, man. Salute, fam. Thank you, brother, for calling in. Let me get the super chats out the way. Cash App. Shout out to Jamie Rivera. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 Cash App on your boy. He say, Coach. He said that breakdown was nasty, bro. Salute to the chat. I have more, but this is just, I have more, but this is just very simple. And you want to use the word duck. Okay, Crawford a duck, right? Guess what? If Crawford is a duck, what was that I just showed you? I got 6 years of ducking. 6. Come on, man. Shout out to Bishop Don Matthew Wan. He said Spence never wanted to smoke, coach. He said the PBC needs to be called the PDC, the D for duck. He said it's not strap season, it's duck season. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's duck season. It is. It is. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. They're not gonna get away with that. Shout out to Ebo Sosa. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, what to say, fam? You say all who bought that shirt needs to link up and take Spence to court. How you gonna get around 2017? What Spence said. How you gonna get around 2018? What Spence said differently at the Danny Garcia press conference, Danny Garcia and Sean Porter press conference. How you gonna get around what he said 2 months later when they met at the Mighty Mo Hooker fight in the back, Crawford and Spence, and he said that when he said that what did he say? He said that why don't I take the easy route? Sean Porter got a belt too. Tell your nigga to be quiet. Tell your nigga to be quiet. How you gonna get around that? Tell your nigga to be quiet. What did he say? Oh, Al said, I'm gonna fight Mikey, then Sean Porter, then Keith Thurman, man Pacquiao. He said he ain't say my name. Nah, Al ain't mention you. He said that 5 years ago. Yeah. How you gonna get around it? But anyways, Keith Thurman and Errol Spence got a fight coming up. Y'all need to promote your boy, man. Promote your boy, okay? Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from? Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from? Going once, going twice.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Ron. Hello?
Yes, sir. Ron, where you calling from?
Yo, what up, coach? I'm calling from the Bronx, baby.
Ron from the Bronx. Talk to me, fam.
Yo, I really think Floyd is playing a hand in sabotaging this fight, man. I think Floyd doesn't want Terence to get undisputed twice and perhaps 3 times. That'll really put him over, have him over something on Floyd.
Yeah, Ron, I don't think this.
I agree with everything.
I don't think this has anything to do with. I don't think this has anything to do with Floyd as it relates to what's going on recently. Again, what I'm showing is all the way back from 2017 and 18. Crawford was never in the plans for Al Haymon in the PBC. And Errol Spence made that abundantly clear November of 2018 when they finally ran across each other at the Mighty Mo Hooker fight. When Terence Crawford specifically asked him, he said, man, what did Al Haymon say? Did he mention my name? He said, nah. He said, Al told me I'm going to fight Mikey. He said, then Sean Porter, then Keith Thurman, then Manny Pacquiao. And Spence and Crawford specifically asked him. He said, did he mention my name? He said, nah, he ain't mention you. So what happened after that? Did Errol Spence fight Mikey Garcia? Yes, he did. Did Errol Spence fight Sean Porter? Yes, he did. Did Errol Spence fight Manny Pacquiao? You might as well say he would have fought him. Only reason he didn't fight him because he had a detached retina. But they had a contract to fight each other. He had to pull out of that fight. And is he fighting Keith Thurman? Yes, he is. He's fighting Keith Thurman in a few months, in April. And then he fought Danny Garcia and Ugas. So Errol Spence, Terence Crawford was never in the equation. Never. He told him that. He told him that from day one. He was never in the equation.
Hey, Coach, one other thing I want to add. Errol tweeted to Jeff at Horn after he beat Manny, I got next.
What happened?
I don't know. Errol tweeted, I got next when Horn beat Manny.
Yeah, he did. He did.
All right, Coach, keep up the good work. Peace, man.
Hey, man. Coach. Shout out to Ron for the Bronx. Salute, fam. Boogie down. Boogie down in the house. Boogie down in the house. Shout out that strategy. Shout out the strategy. Hey, okay. Dropping that a half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, we gotta get the likes up, man. We need 57 more likes. We need 57 more likes. And this here, like this is why I don't argue. What am I gonna argue for? I'm gonna just lay it out. show primary sources of information, and that's that. Drop the bomb and leave. I'm not finna sit here and tongue wrestle with some niggas who mad because a fighter don't want to give you an interview. He don't want to give you an interview, so you started a whole hate group online. I hate that nigga. Lord, I hate that nigga. Lord. I don't like him. I don't like his baby mama. You know what I mean? The nigga ain't make no $10 million. I don't like him. You know, I hope he get raped. And what 7 Days said? I hope he get raped and blue rape him, book it naked and all. I hope all that stuff happened to him. Like, bro, that hatred, like, bro, like this is amazing. But I ain't gonna let y'all turn on Blue. If Blue was a real one last year, and the year before last, and the year before last, and all these years y'all been rocking with him, guess what? He's a real one now. True. Nah, don't switch up. Don't switch up on him. Now, one thing I will say about those aerosexual YouTube channels who hate Crawford, they are consistent. They haven't switched up. They're holding the line. The fuck Terence Crawford Brigade is holding the line. I take my hat off to you boys. I don't fuck with you. I don't like you niggas. You niggas are low IQ, dumb and stupid. But what I do respect about you, at least you holding the line. Keep the hate up. Y'all say he's not popular, but you make more videos about him more than any fighter in America or any fighter in boxing. You have literally made him popular because you keep talking about somebody all the time. Guess what? You're going to keep his name out there relevant. Y'all don't even talk about your boy, Errol Spence. Ain't Errol Spence your boy? Don't he got a fight coming up with Keith Thurman? Watch out. Y'all don't want to talk about that and promote that? How you hate Crawford, love Errol Spence, but you make more videos about Crawford and while ignoring Errol Spence? The big catfish. Come on, man. Make it make sense. Shout out to 7A. He say same day Errol dropped the t-shirts when Crawford KO'd that Abenesian. He say Spence got into a car accident. He said, I bet he did crash when he heard the KO news. Yeah, y'all want to switch it up. See, I want y'all to continue to hate me. I ain't switching up. I am not switching up, bro. I'm gonna be consistent. I'm staying on Wakanda neck. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This Marcus calling from Compton, man.
What's it? Marcus calling from Compton?
Yes, sir.
Marcus from Compton. CPT, man. Compton's in the house. Talk to me, fam.
All the time. Hey, man, great show, man. I just got to laugh a little bit because, boy, I tell you, them Errol Spence fanboy channels today, you got them good. But the beautiful thing about it is you show receipts and proof that this dude been ducking. It's nothing else you can say. It's nothing else they can say. Don't try to twist it. Man, beautiful. I'm glad you did that. I know you've been waiting to get them. You got them today. Good. You get them all the time, but today was an excellent one.
Yeah, I try to leave it alone. I try to leave it alone because it's an army. It's an army of aerosexual YouTube channels. Bro, it's like 2025.
No doubt.
It's like 2025 of them. You got the entire LDBC. It's about 20 of them. Then you got the Fagnons, the She-Goes. Then you got the other dude. It's like it's an army of them. But guess what though?
I never seen such. I mean, trill boxing, D-town boxing, everything boxing. These dudes sit up every day and bash a good brother who's just a heck of a fighter. Just give him his props.
Man, listen.
Errol Spence can fight too, but he's just scared of Terence Crawford because they know he can't beat him. Styles make fight. It's just the eye test we see. Crawford is just on another level. No disrespect to Spence, but he can't beat Crawford, and they know this. That's why they've been doing what they've been doing. Just admit it. It's all right.
Hey, man. Shout out to Marcus from Compton, man. Salute, man. CPT in the house, man. Salute, fam.
A long time, man.
Yes, sir. My thing is this. Your boy got a fight coming up. Don't y'all want to promote your boy? Don't you want to promote him against my dog, one-time Keith Thurman from the Bay? He from Clearwater. I'm from Tampa, West Tampa, Florida. Don't y'all want to promote your boy? Talk about your boy. Let's talk about him. How y'all like to match up with the big catfish and Keith Thurman? How y'all like that matchup? Let's talk about that. Y'all don't want to talk about your boy? I wonder why. I want to talk about their boy. God damn, man, got a fight coming up, man. Gotta support him. We gotta support him, right? Let's support him. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, Coach? It's Roach from Houston.
Roach from Houston. Talk to me, fam.
Hey, bro. I'm getting tired of leading off my calls with this disclaimer. You know Errol Spence is my boy. But this shit is getting fucking ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous, dog. Like, you, at this point, and again, you know I cut for that boy, but, bro, it's starting to look like you're the duck, bro. I don't know what's going on. Of course, you know, we got all these politics. We got all this bullshit that goes on in boxing. But, bro, with Cool Boy and the Monster making this fight, you got Fury, you got Wilder, you got a bunch of different times that people then quote unquote cross the street. You know what I'm saying? Came from the wrong side of the street.
Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. That fight happening. From what we're hearing, I don't know how true it is yet. Nothing has been confirmed. But that fight allegedly is supposed to be happening in April. Golden Boy Promotions, PBC Promotions. So if the PBC and Golden Boy can come together and work together, that dispels of the wrong side of the street. If the PBC and Top Rank can work together, that dispels of the wrong side of the street. If the PBC can work with a new way in Japan, and he's affiliated with Bob Arum here in America from an American standpoint, and he has a Japanese promotional company in Japan, that dispels of the wrong side of the street.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
And then, so now, okay, with Pacquiao fighting Joe Horn, I don't know if it was Pacquiao fighting Joe Horn or if it was Pacquiao fighting Ugas. One of those fights, whichever one you want to determine, one of those fights will also them crossing the quote-unquote wrong side of the street. So now, bro, hey, bro, enough of this bullshit, bro. Like, at this point, I can't come for you no more. Somebody got to hold you accountable. And us as boxing fans, we got to hold this man accountable. At first, I thought it was Crawford that was doing all the gymnastics, but the more and more you're looking at it, bro, really Spence is doing the gymnastics. And that shit's ridiculous, man. We sitting here waiting on this fight, and like you said, 6 years of excuses. I'm tired of it. I'm going to go ahead and get out this line, Coach, let you cook, bro. Appreciate you taking my call.
Man, shout out to Rose from Houston, man. H-Town in the house, man. Salute to H-Town. My thing is they have a fight coming up. Spence and Keith Thurman, and he told us 5 years ago he was fighting Keith Thurman. We knew this 5 years ago he was fighting Keith Thurman. This has been the plan. How do we know? Listen to everything he said, the list of names what Al Haymon gave him, and look at who he fought. And look at who he's going to fight now. Shout out to Ebo Sosa. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He say Spence literally beat death. He say, so does that just mean that Bud is worse than death itself? Yeah, I don't even know, man. I don't even know, fam. But I get your point, fam. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Coach, what up? It's Hot Rod from St. Louis again.
Hot Rod from St. Louis. Talk to me, fam.
Hey, man. Spence is scared to death of that boy. Crawford called that man out years ago when he was in the lower weight class. The PBC know if Crawford get a hold of that boy, all of them belts is gone. All of them belts is gone. All of their clout is gone. And when Ryan Garcia get a hold of the little bitty dude, he gonna take his belt. He gonna take his shine. And styles make fights. So if Thurman don't stand in front of Spence all night, he can body his ass too.
Yeah, well, you know, Keith Thurman, the only way Keith Thurman can beat Errol Spence, in my opinion, and I agree with you, he's going to have to do what he normally does, move around a lot. He's going to have to use his legs, move around the ring, throw those looping punches that he normally do and stuff like that. Hopefully he can hurt Spence. That's the only thing he can hope for. Spence is going to do what he does. He's going to plow forward, work behind the jab, go straight to the body. Spence like to go up and down. And if you just sit in front of him and sit in the high guard, he's going to beat you just sitting in the high guard. Ugas is a testament of that. So you're going to have some kind of footwork. Keith Thurman does have the footwork. Now, I don't think Keith Thurman is going to beat Errol Spence because, you know, Keith Thurman, he's not an active fighter, but he's going to cause him some problems because he's going to move around a lot. He is going to move around a lot. So,
I think he's going to give Spence the best fight he's ever had.
Yeah. I don't know. That Sean Porter fight was good too, though. The Spence and Sean Porter fight was real good. That was a really good fight.
He exposed him, man. He exposed him, and Ugas blasted his ass and got confused. And he blasted Spence and got confused and just stood there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. You know, I fuck with you, Coach, man. You got the best show on the goddamn internet. All them other Negroes, they on some wild shit. But you know, keep this shit going, man, because these guys, they lame as hell. You don't be wanting to say it, but fuck Blue Blood Sports. He's the number one. He's the king of that shit. You don't be wanting to say it, so I'm gonna say it for you. Fuck Blue Blood Sports. Peace, my brother.
Hey, shout out to Hot Rod, man. Nah, man, Blue.
No comment.
Me and Blue, the good brother don't talk smoke, man. I don't feel that way about him, man. But Connor, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, it's Swat Jones from Fort Worth, Coach.
Hey, Swat Jones, talk to me,
man. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I started out saying, man, Bud Duck. I was feeling that like 100%.
Yeah.
But then just going through the YouTube streets, man, and just hearing just all these arguments from both sides, I feel like one of my kids broke some shit in my house, man, and lying about it. So I'm just gonna whoop all their ass. Right at this point, I'm feeling like both of them, Doc, man. They're both scared, man. I'm tired of them. Like, man, come on, Doc, man. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I'm feeling like as a fan, they laughing at us, and I'm looking at these dudes laughing and shit, man. I'm like, man, they can kiss my ass. Both of them scared, man. That's how I'm going down with it, man. I mean, you been busting their ass for a minute, man, and I'm standing on the side of boxing, and on boxing, they kiss my ass, man. Both of them scared. Damn it, until they fight.
Hey, Swat, I swear to God, I tried to stay out of it. Hey, Blood, hey, Retro, I tried to stay out of it, dog. I said, you know what, man? I'm hearing all these Errol sexual YouTube channels. I'm hearing the narrative, right? I said, I'm gonna stay out of it. And then I heard Blood boxing today. I said, you know what, man? The hell with it. Let me just go ahead and do this show about Errol Spence. He has an upcoming fight coming up. And I noticed none of these I Hate Bud channels, there's like 25, 30 of them, they haven't said anything about Errol Spence's upcoming fight. And so I'm like, well, why they not promoting? They say this one guy is unpopular, don't nobody like him, he ain't known, but you make 30, 40, 50 videos a day about this unpopular, unknown guy. But the guy that's supposed to be the A-side, the big fish, the guy who has all the clout, he's the most famous fighter in the history of boxing. Y'all don't make no videos talking about his upcoming fight. So I said, I'm gonna promote this fight for him. That's what I'm gonna do.
Man, and I feel you, man. It's like, is this shit boxing or shit, or you just on the nigga jock strap, man? I don't mean to say anything, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, man, I'm like, fuck that. I need my money. My money's worth. I'm giving back to the basics, man. Hell no, they both scared to like get in there and fight, and if they don't want to fight, both of them duck, and they both can kiss my ass. Like, that's how I feel about it, man. Damn, man. Cause you said it real, man. I got it. But that's all I got to say. But you keep it real. I rock with you. You right. You stay on the side of boxing. You can never go wrong. Yeah. And he ain't lying.
Shout out to Swat, man. Salute, man.
Coach.
Swat Jones in the building, man. Fort Worth, Texas, in the house. Hey, shout out to Charles Stevens, man. Shout out to Charles Stevens. Hey, man, for becoming a member, man. I appreciate that, fam. You say Charles Stevens became a member, man. I appreciate that, fam. Salute, fam. Shout out to Charles Stevens again. Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said the Wakanda/LDBC discredits, but yeah, I mean, the Wakandas is the LDBC. It's the same thing. It's them, Fagnons, because remember, he was a part of them and they kicked him out. But all of them are affiliated together. So all of them are just one unit, to be honest with you. All of them are one unit. You know what I mean? And then you got guys who say they're not LDBC, but they use LDBC talking points. So they were condoms as well. If you use Alphabet Boy talking points, you pretty much in essence an Alphabet Boy yourself. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what up, Cup? This is Banks out of Dallas.
Banks out of Dallas, talk to me.
Man, I'm hearing everybody call in, being real emotional, coach and shit. What that really speaks to is how much these people out here want to see this goddamn fight.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm just gonna say how it is. I ain't gonna get hyper. I ain't gonna get emotional over these niggas. Them niggas is them niggas. But what I will say is this right here, though. now one of them is scared. So let's just stop that bullshit, man. These niggas get in the ring and put their life on the line every time they step between the square circle.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's true.
So people are so emotional because they want to see them fight so badly that now they ducks, now they this, now they that. These is two undefeated Hall of Fame all-time great fighters. That's what they are.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to quit the bullshit and stop disrespecting these niggas. Yeah, we want to see them fight. Fuck yeah, we do. Hell yeah, we do. But let's stop the madness and all of the over-exaggerating and the blustering and shit about what these niggas ain't, because we know what they are, and that's Hall of Fame great fighters.
Yeah, I mean, you know what, Banks? I totally agree with you as it relates to that. Neither one of these guys are afraid of each other. The problem, this is the problem. This is the problem here, right? And I'm gonna just break it down to you as simple as I can. Now, Blood Boxing put me up on some stuff, and I looked at it. A lot of these guys. This is the sad part about it, and I do know I recognize that I go over the top sometimes, and I'm not saying I'm always right, and I'm not, but I'm coming from a good place. The sad part about this is this, and I'm speaking specifically about the LDBC. When these guys first came together, they said that they wanted to be a rest haven for black fighters to be able to have a voice, so they don't have to kiss the white media's ass and deal with all the racism and stuff like that. That's fine. That's a code. Everybody come together on that code, right? The problem is when you start defecating on other black fighters because they won't give you an interview. Now what you do is you show other people that's not of your race or ethnicity. They're like, damn, man, they're going hard on each other like left and right. So pretty much what we do in America in the doggone ways. So only because he would not give you an interview. That's what this is all about. He didn't do nothing to any of those guys. He just wouldn't give them an interview. So they turned on him. They loved him when he was a 140-pounder. She goes, all of them. They loved Crawford. That's all they talked about Crawford. I got the receipts. When 135-pound, they loved him. When he came to 147, became a welterweight. And when Errol Spence went on that stage and said, because he got tired of people bringing Crawford's name up, and he said, who was he fought? He ain't fought nobody. Who he fought better than Jeff Horn, this and that, this and that. When he started defecating on him, everybody who they chose sides. And then they started defecating on him as well. And since Spence was the one that gave a couple of those guys interviews in the beginning, yada, 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 they went with that and the hell with Crawford. And they did it for years. Now a couple of them who was in the forefront of defecating on Crawford, a couple of them now are changing their position. And then now some of them are mad and upset that their fan base who subscribe to them have turned on them and defecating on them. But it's not their fan base's fault. If you're a content creator and you got subscribers based on a certain narrative that you've been pushing for years, and then all of a sudden you switch up on that narrative, you can't get mad at the subscribers and say, oh man, they turning on me. No, the reason why they subscribe to you because you was pushing the narrative that they wanted to hear. So you just can't switch up on that narrative now when your channel was built on that narrative. You get what I'm saying?
Well, see, I agree with you totally on the narrative. That's all that's being spun off in the YouTube boxing world is narratives. Whether you're talking about Devin, whether you're talking about Tank, whether you're talking about when Big Fury was cheating, people were saying. I mean, it's always a narrative in boxing. You know what? All I want to see is the best fight the best. That's it. That's all I want to see. I don't give a fuck about all that other bullshit that people be trying to throw into the mix and all of that. Put Keyshawn Davis in there with little kid Austin right now. Forget it. I heard when I had a little time and I tuned in a little bit when you were speaking to them yesterday on it, and I said, you know what? This is what I like about our fucking coach, y'all. Coach don't give a fuck who he interviewing. Coach is gonna tell it how T.I. is. And that's what I love about it. Coach said, well, shit, I was saying this about you, goddamn me, until goddamn me, I found out that your feet were fucked up. Then I'm like, okay, let me add that into the equation and shit. I appreciate you coming up and saying, well, you were saying this and that about Keyshawn, instead of speaking his name. Now when Keyshawn speak on y'all, let's keep it real. Y'all was kind of tamed in that backseat of that ride coming to the airport. It wasn't that speaking that bravado, that chest sticking out like, nigga, we want him right now. It wasn't that. And I peeped how you peeped that too, and you spoke on that. And that's why I appreciate you and the content that you be giving. It don't matter who it is, beer hanging, no matter who the hell it is, you gonna tell them how it is and what the people goddamn me is really thinking and what they saying. Not what a narrative is. And that's what I appreciate about you, brother, all the way from the deep.
Man, shout out to man Banks from Dallas, man. Salute, fam. Salute to you, my brother. Thank you for calling in. Yeah, man. Hey. You know how we can solve this? Let's just get back to boxing. Let's just get back to boxing. That's how you can solve all of that. Let's just get back to boxing. Hold on, it's something I want y'all to hear. Oh, hold on, guys. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what up, coach?
What's your name? Where you calling from, fam?
Hey, what up, coach? It's BJ.
What'd you say?
EJ from Seattle.
EJ from Seattle. Talk to me, fam.
All right, so two things, right?
EJ,
right,
I can't hear you, fam. I think your phone went out.
All right, well, first of all, you got two good fighters, two undefeated welterweights, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it takes the fans to make a fight. You need both fan bases to make a fight. Like when you had Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, right? You had Manny Pacquiao fans who wanted to fight. They were saying that Floyd Mayweather's a chicken, a punk, and all this shit. Floyd Mayweather and all that, right?
Yeah.
And you had the Floyd fans who also wanted to fight. Oh, Manny Pacquiao, he's exposed. He already got knocked out by Marquez, et cetera, right? The problem today with this fight between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford is that the Errol Spence fans are not demanding this fight. For instance, right now, where Errol Spence having a fight with Keith Thurman coming up, supposedly. I want to know how come the fans, even the media, like Fight Hype, Fight Hub, et cetera, how come these dudes ain't calling out Errol Spence right now tonight for not fighting Terence Crawford in April or May? How come they're not saying, hey, how come Errol Spence is fighting Keith Thurman? How come he's not fighting Terence Crawford? Everybody wants to stick with the negotiations that they had in November and October 2022. But that fight's already over with. It's a brand new year. Neither one of these guys have an opponent for April or May. So why are they even still talking about the negotiations from last year? When they could be talking about how come Errol Spence is not fighting Crawford right now. Crawford wouldn't have to go to Golden Boy if Errol Spence were to sign or go back into negotiations with Terence Crawford right now.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole negotiation shit, that's a moot point in general. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see what you're saying. You're saying online, the fan bases seem kind of divided and stuff like that. The only thing I kind of disagree with you with, EJ, is that the power brokers in boxing control and they dictate who fights who, when they fight, where they fight. The point I was trying to make, and I'm pretty sure you got what I was saying, was if you go all the way back to 2017, Crawford was never in the plans for the PBC. When they met face to face, at the Mighty Mo Hooker fight, he specifically told him, he gave him a list of names that Al Haymon told him he was going to fight. So I said, well, how do I know this is true? And guess what? When I look on the list, he's fought all of them. Well, the only one he haven't fought was Pacquiao and Thurman. The only reason he didn't fight Pacquiao, he had to pull out of the fight 2 weeks before the fight because he had an eye injury, a torn retina. That's the only reason. Right. If he never would have had that torn retina, he would have fought Pacquiao, and now he's in the process of fighting Keith Thurman. So this has been the plan from day one.
But look though, and that's understandable, right? But how come the fans and the media aren't putting the pressure on Errol Spence? Now, what Errol Spence is doing, that's okay, even though it's not. But all fighters have plans. So the media and the boxing fans shouldn't even have let Errol Spence get away with, I'm going to collect these other belts first, or the other side of the street shit. Because do you remember when Anthony Joshua had the 3 belts and he was talking about fighting Pulev and all these different guys?
Yeah.
And instead of Wilder, everybody was saying, well, How come he got to clean up his side of the street first? Why he got to fight this dude first?
Yeah.
How come he don't just fight Wilder right now?
Right.
But now they're on the opposite side. They're pretty much defending Anthony Joshua, even though they're not. You know what I'm saying? Because when it was between Wilder and Joshua, they were on the side of Wilder. Wilder deserves 50-50.
Yeah.
He don't have to go across the street. How come he has to go to the zone for $100 million? But now they're on the other side of the spectrum saying, oh, well, Crawford needs to go to PBC. He needs to do this. He needs to do that. But they didn't put the same pressure on Deontay Wilder. They don't put the same pressure on Jamel or Jamal Charlo. I'm not going to say Jamel because I like Jamel. But Jamal Charlo, when they say Canelo Alvarez is ducking him and Andre, well, how come they're not fucking crossing the street? How come Charlo did not cross the street to the zone and go fight Canelo if he really wanted that fight?
I got an answer. I got an answer for that. These guys are not fans of the sport of boxing. They are fans of the PBC. They're fans of they're fans of promotional companies, and this is the problem. They have chosen, and in the media has chosen a side. The media is biased as hell, and then of course the new media, the social media guys are biased as hell. Everybody has chosen a side. Like they don't like this guy from Omaha, Nebraska. Now their personal feelings has nothing to do with actually getting this fight together. You pointed out something very, very valid. When it was Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, we didn't hear that Joshua because he had 3 belts. You know, he did the heavy lifting. Wilder got to be realistic. You know, they were saying Wilder should get 50-50. Wilder is a big fish in the big pond. Anthony Joshua is a big fish in the little pond. They were saying all of those things because Wilder is their guy.
But check this, Coach. But they were saying that. But they were saying that to Deontay Wilder, or between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, when Anthony Joshua actually had the belt.
Yeah, then we had the belt.
Started defending Errol Spence. They were saying that about Errol Spence before Errol Spence even got the other belt. When he just had 1 or 2.
Yeah. All right, man. Hey, man, thank you. Hey,
so
brother.
how does that make sense?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's trying to make sense out of nonsense, EJ. Hey, thank you for calling in, brother. Seattle, stand up, man. Salute, man. Pacific Northwest in the building, man. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense, man. Hey, shout out to Strategy. Hey, okay. Dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat.
I got another receipt I want to play y'all. I have one more receipt. I want to play y'all. Strategy, what to say, family? Say, Coach, do you think it's possible for Spence versus Thurman is a draw? Spence will get his panties in a bunch and say he's moving to 54 to relinquishing the belts to Thurman to escape. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I think whatever Al Haymon says, that's what it's going to be. Whatever. Remember, Al Haymon doesn't work. I mean, Al Haymon doesn't work for Errol Spence. Errol Spence works for Al Haymon. And those PBC fighters, they work for Al Haymon. So whatever you tell them to do, that's what they're going to do. Believe it or not. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Jones, man.
What's your name is, brother?
Jones,
where you calling from?
Texas.
Jones from Texas, talk to me.
Okay. I like what Showbiz Adult said earlier. He was talking about how Crawford, he had no problem with Crawford signing with Golden Boy. Neither do I. But what Oscar threw out there was Alex Rocha, Virgil Ortiz, then Errol Spence. I was like, what? Why would Errol Spence wait for you to fight 2 fights and then fight you? That don't make any sense. So what Showbiz the Adult was saying was, flip it. How about we do Errol Spence, Virgil Ortiz, then Alex Rocha? That don't make no sense for Crawford to go over there and not fight Errol first. What's your thoughts on that?
To me, that's a moot point. And I'm not, moot point what Showbiz is saying is because he was never going to fight Errol Spence. Errol Spence never going to fight Crawford in the first place. If you go back to 2017,
so what are we talking about? What are we talking about then? Why is this a subject if they're not going to fight? Why are we talking about it?
Hear me out, family. I'm not going to let you overtalk me on the show, but hear me out. I'm going to let you speak. So my thing is this here. Right? There's so much goalposts and double standards that's been moved as relate to Crawford and Spence. We're talking about it because I wanted to talk about it. And I wanted to prove a point that Terence Crawford was never in the plans. Everybody has chosen a side. Showbiz has chosen his side. You might have chosen your side. Other channels have chosen their side. And that's fine. Whatever you believed before, you're going to continue to believe that. And I have no problem with that. Whatever I believe, I believe stuff based on the information that I receive, there's nothing that you're going to say or anyone else going to say that's going to change that. The only thing we can do as it relates to this situation, my brother, is agree to disagree. I am of the opinion, I dropped the video December the 16th, 2021, specifically saying that this fight is not going to happen, and I broke down why. So whatever another content creator talks about, that's fine. He has a right to talk about whatever he wants to talk about. But guess what? Coach Malachi Williams, a true media today USA boxing, I have a right to talk about what I want to talk about. And if you don't want to hear it, sir, you don't have to listen to it. It's that simple.
It seems like this stuff be exaggerated, overblown and exaggerated. You leave out a lot of facts.
What facts?
Especially at the point where the fact that Crawford pulled out of negotiation. It took them 6 months. Why does it take that long to make a deal? It take you 6 months to make a deal. Who does that? Either you want the fight or not. Either you want the fight or not. You know what he did? He took a fight on the back burner. Like, come on, man, you don't do that. And then he left Errol Spence out to dry with nobody to fight. Now everybody's saying, oh, Errol's about to fight Thurman. Errol's about to fight Thurman. Errol ain't said shit. He ain't said shit about it. All I seen is Errol posting Instagram pictures of his children and videos of his children. He ain't said shit about the fight. I'm like, where's this shit coming from? Nobody knows shit. Everybody is making content based off speculation and no facts. That's what I'm saying. Like, we got the facts. We got the fact that Crawford pulled out of negotiation and he took a fight with David Avocado, whatever his name is. And now he's over with Golden Boy. We don't even know if he signed with Golden Boy. People talking about he signed with Golden Boy. We don't even know that for fact. But if that was the case, why would you not sign with Golden Boy to get the Errol Spence fight, since people claim you have no representation, you don't know what you're doing in business negotiations? Why would you not leverage them to make the Errol Spence fight? Don't let them throw you to their stars and build their ass. Because once you fight them, it's going to be in 2024 or late 2023. They're going to get you at the right time. They're going to put you in there with Alex Rocha and Virgil Ortiz at the right time. They're not going to put you in there right now. I promise you that. So why would you let them use you or use your name to build their stars? Go over there to make their Errol Spence fight, win, lose, or draw. Then they can use you. You know what I'm saying? Then they can use you. You get your money on the back end that way, or they get their money on the back end that way. Like, it don't make no sense for you to go over there and fight these fights that nobody gives a fuck about. Shit, I want to see the Errol Spence fight, and I'm pretty sure you want to see the Errol Spence fight. I'm not giving hope on it, giving up hope upon it. I just want to see what he does if he signs with Golden Boy. If he signs with Golden Boy and say, I want to fight Alex Rocha, well, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Let's kiss that fight goodbye, and let's move fucking forward. Let's move fucking forward. We got Devin Haney. We got fucking Caleb Plant. We got fucking Tank Davis fighting Ryan Garcia supposedly. Let's fucking move on, man. Let's fucking move on from this fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know who Errol fights. See, Errol's making me lose interest because he don't even come out and talk. Crawford makes me lose interest because he don't come out and talk. All these guys do is fight. You know what I'm saying? They don't give us nothing else other than fighting. You know what I'm saying? They go back and forth on Twitter. They don't do interviews. It's like, you know, that's what's killing the game too. But I don't mean to be long-winded, Coach. I'll let you get on with the show. I appreciate you for letting me call in.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to Jones for calling in, sir, man. Point well taken. Thank you, sir. Texas in the house, man. Shout out to Mr. Lemons. Hey, okay. He said, "Can we get a Broner for that call?" y'all, you know what, man? We ain't did no sound effects or nothing, man. You know, we ain't did no sound effects today, man.
Shut that soft ass shit up.
And the best man
Shut
to win.
That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got the. Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
Hey, man, it is what it is, man. Hey, man. But anyways, Errol Spence, guys, it does have a fight coming up. He's fighting Keith Thurman, and I want to promote that fight. Can we promote that fight? Can we promote that fight? You know what I mean? You know, but my dog one time is, you know, one time the brother asked me, did I have a Zelle? Yes, I do have a Zelle, fam. Yeah, we got one time coming up. No, hold on now. Now this is from Somebody sent me this today. If you guys want to send me something that you want me to cover, you send me a DM on my Instagram. You can find me on Instagram, Coach Malachi Williams. At Coach Malachi, you can see it up there to the right. Send me a DM there. I get messages, I get videos all the time. Somebody sent me this, and I want to clarify this. Shout out to the Boston Gyms, man. Salute to Solo Dolo for dropping that bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, what to say, Solo Dolo? He say, thank you, coach. Here's a hog head cheese sandwich. He said, hog head cheese sandwich, huh? Hog head cheese. All right, okay, all right. Hey, Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What it did, Coach Malachi's Buckle Up Boxing Talk.
All right, buckle up, boxing talk. Talk to me, fam.
Now, let me tell you, first of all, it took PBC 6 months to know they wasn't. The dude just got off your channel. They called in. Yeah. It took the PBC 6 months to know they wasn't going to give Bud his guarantee money. It took him 6 months, and he say we got the facts. Mm-hmm. We do got the facts. Guess who we got the facts from, Coach? We got the facts from Deontay Wilder that the PBC don't got your money at one time when the fight over. We got those facts. Basically, you don't even know how and exactly when you even won't get your money when the fight over. From the way Deontay Wilder said it and Sean Porter, and of course, Bud should sign to Golden Boy and continue his career with or without Spence. Bud is 3-division champion. He completed undisputed, and he can make other big fights. Other than Spence, Virgil will be a start. So it's nothing. That's basically all I got, Coach.
Man, shout out to Buckle Up Boxing Talk, man. Salute, fam. Thank you for calling in, brother. Hey, Damian Bennett, that's a good question. You said, but where do we get information that Thurman and Spence are actually fighting each other going to happen? What Mauricio Sulaiman did at the WBC convention last year, he did mandate Errol Spence to fight Keith Thurman. So we do know that for a fact. Now, whether that fight is actually going to happen now, we don't know. But we're hearing that from what we're hearing, you know what I mean? And shout out to Nestor Gills of the Boxing Voice. He asked Mauricio Sulaiman right here, hey, is this fight happening at 154? And he said, yes, Errol Spence is supposed to be fighting Keith Thurman at 154. So this is where this is coming from. Mauricio Sulaiman said it as well. He confirmed it. So this is where it's coming from as well. So there's a couple of other reports that's out there on it as well. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But somebody sent me this. This is 7A Sports TV. Now, the title of this video is The Great Hypocrisy of Boxing Fans. Think about that. The Great Hypocrisy of Boxing Fans. Interesting. Shout out to Obsidian Lion. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What to say, family? Say, can I get another Brono bite for that?
Shut that soft ass shit up.
And the best man
Shut that that's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got to. Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
Shout out to my sister, Food Revolution. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What to say, sis? You say Errol Spence will never survive a defeat by TBC. He said if that fight were to go down and Spence lost, he would be stuck between a bar and a buffet forever. I mean, everybody want to see the fight, sis, but that I think it's obvious at this point it's not happening. I just, it's not gonna happen, sis. Again, I'm not trying to burst anybody's bubble, man, but it just ain't, man. Now I want you guys to hear this though. Check this out. The hypocrisy of boxing fans. Check this out.
7A Sports TV here. Salute to the mic.
I do not own the rights to this materials for education purposes only.
LDBC, Lions Den Boxing Community. For those who don't know, now you know. Smash the like button. Hit the subscribe.
And shout out to the subscriber. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want nobody pulling up on you for sending this to me this morning. Thank you, brother.
Also hit the notification bell so you're notified when I drop a new video. Talk to the so-called hardcore boxing fans
everybody has so much to say about Spence versus Crawford not happening, and we were all so disappointed. And that's true. We're all disappointed that Spence and Crawford wasn't happening, and we didn't get a chance to see Undisputed at 147. However, I've been one of the only people for years talking about Undisputed at 175.
Okay.
I've been talking about it ever since Andre Ward and Kovalev and Adonis Stevenson was down there. And
okay.
Undisputed at 175. Been talking about it since then. Then when the other guys took over, like Vostik.
Now, what he's saying is he doesn't understand why other boxing fans are not upset that we're not getting Undisputed at light heavyweight with Beterbiev and Bivol, and light heavyweight when Sergey Kovalev had the belts and he could have fought what my main man out of Canada, Adonis Stevens. I think his name Stevenson, right? Superman, I think his name Stevenson. He could have fought him to become Undisputed. He's saying that he was raising sand about that not happening. And he doesn't understand why fans are not outraged about the stuff that's going on now, but yet they want to be outraged about Crawford and Spence. And guess what? I have a perfect answer for that. But let's go.
It'll be there, Bivol. You know, I still wanted Undisputed. Nobody wants to talk about it, however. So now we have Bivol and Beterbiev, or Beterbiev, whatever you want to call them. Still no Undisputed, and still no pressure from boxing fans for these guys to fight and make Undisputed. There is no videos of people calling these guys out of their names, calling them ducks and other derogatory names. Nobody's saying anything about Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol ducking each other.
Let's start right there. He said a whole lot right there. I'm going to unpack that. You say there are no videos of fans calling Beterbiev and Bivol out of their names, calling them ducks because they're not making that fight happen, and there's not the same kind of pressure on them that they're putting on Crawford and Spence and with the disrespect of the names. You know, the only problem I have with what 7-8 said, you, sir, were the catalyst of all of the name calling and the disrespect to Terence Crawford and what's going on right now today online with Crawford and Spence. Hey, okay. You were the catalyst of that. True. And to be specific, it was the Black American YouTube channels and fan bases that did that. You was the leader of that. How can you be the leader of defecating on other black fighters because they won't give you an interview? You choose sides with Errol Spence over Crawford. You literally split black YouTube in boxing. You literally split the black YouTube fans in boxing. You did this. Your crew did this. Now you're going to turn around and complain and say, man, I don't see none of the fans. They ain't saying that against Beterbiev and Bivol. Beterbiev and Bivol don't have that rabid, crazy-ass fan base that you guys have. And not only that, your fan base don't care nothing about Beterbiev and Bivol. They only talk about the same 4 or 5 fighters. They're going to talk about Canelo. They're going to talk about Devin Haney. They're going to talk about Errol Spence. They're going to talk about Tank Davis. They're going to talk about Terence Crawford. They may talk about Shakur every now and then and stuff like that. Your fan base only talk about the same 5 or 6 fighters. They don't know nothing about boxing. How you expect those guys to talk about, you know what I mean? But Ben, you said the hardcore boxing fans. The hardcore boxing fans are not shooting videos. You know, hardcore boxing fans are not going to shoot videos discrediting, talking bad about Beterbiev and Bivol. Because hardcore boxing fans are fans of the sport of boxing. The only people who are making disrespectful videos, dissing fighters, those are not hardcore boxing fans. Those are narrative pushing YouTube channels that came from you. Your fan base ain't a boxing fan base. Your fan base is a PBC fan base. Your fan base is an Alphabet Boy fan base. Your fan base is a radical race baiting fan base. The true boxing fans, they're not going to do that. They don't do that. That's why. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Nate Johnson.
Nate Johnson. Nate Johnson, where you calling from, fam?
Calling from Texas, originally from New York.
All right, caller from Texas. Talk to me, fam.
Now, here's my thing. I'm not a boxing expert. Don't claim to be. Just a guy that like to fight and like to see a fight. So, my question, because I know you know more about this than me. The negotiations that went through between Spence and Bud Crawford. Has this not happened before? That's all. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah,
obviously we know the elite fighters. So obviously we get that. So that's why I think a lot of the hype about it is coming from a lot of disappointment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, Sugar Ray, Aaron the Hulk Pryor. We didn't get that fight, but as it relates to two guys sitting down trying to negotiate for a fight for, man, you know, I got to sit back and think about that, man. It has happened before. In the past, you know, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, that come to mind. It took forever to get that, 5-6 years before we finally got that. Spence Crawford.
But everybody acting like this is the first time.
Yeah, it's not the first time. Yeah, it's not the first.
I just want to put that out there.
Yes, sir. All right.
I appreciate it.
Shout out to
Nate. You got a new support here. I'll be sending you money soon.
Hey, thank you, fam. Shout out to Nate Johnson, man, from Texas, man, via New York. Salute, fam. Yes, sir. But I mean, now this is my perspective of it. Now, somebody may not agree with me, but this is my perspective of it. I've been doing YouTube for 2 years. And I want to give you guys a backstory. I started my channel. One night I was listening to Fred Barbershop Conversations. And I told Fred this. And he had Drew Titan on his show. And they was interviewing a trainer by the name of Sugar Hill Stewart. 3 black men. Fred Barbershop Conversations, Drew Titan, Sugar Hill Stewart. And this is around the time that Tyson Fury had beat Deontay Wilder for the first time. And Glovegate came out because of Young Pharaoh from the conscious community, introduced Glovegate, right? That came out. Drew Titan said that he was so mad, and you guys know he is LDBC. He's one of the biggest flunkies of the LDBC. Blow ugly nigga out of New York. He said that I was so mad at you about what happened because he felt like that Deontay Wilder got cheated by Fury. He had 8 weights in his glove. He said that I had wished that you would have burnt up. He said, God damn it, I wish you would have burnt up in the car fire. He wished death on that man. He wished that man would have died in the car fire because he didn't like the result of a fight because Deontay Wilder got beat by a white fighter and they was all in on that. It was that day. That was December the 30th, 2020. I started my YouTube channel. I think I dropped my first video January the 1st, 2021. And that's when I started my channel. Right there. True story. And I started doing a lot of research. So I know who everybody is. I know who all of them is. And I tell you guys, I have a background in marketing. I have so many marketing books over there, man, from Dan Locke to Jim Rome to Sam Ubbins to Roberto Blake to who else I got over there, man? What's my guy from ClickFunnels? Russell Brunson. Like I have all the marketing books. And I'm really, really good at marketing. Really good at SEO and keyword research. Billing email lists, all that stuff. I wasn't even thinking about starting a boxing channel. I started this channel on accident. My channel was going to be about race, religion, and politics. When I saw that video, that motivated me to start a channel about boxing. Literally. And I told this story a million times. Talk to Fred Barbershop Conversation, he'll tell you that, because I told him that. So, my perspective, from what I've seen, is this. You have a radical, let me get these super chats out of the way. Sorry about that. Let me get these super chats out of the way. Shout out to Swift 718, man. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Swift 718, man, for coming to member. Let's give him a round of applause.
Hey, okay.
Hold on. This is a true story. That's how I started. Me watching that show made me decide to start a boxing channel. I did this. I'm not even supposed to be here doing this. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jason, Nashville.
Jason from Nashville. Talk to me, fam.
Man, look, I just kind of like just got onto your show, and we was talking about how, you know, you got these boxing towns out there, and they just one-sided, right? And it's funny because I follow quite a lot of boxing live on YouTube, and you're right, man. They done tribalized this. I'm 47 years old. I have never seen in my life where we got these YouTube channels who basically have put themselves in a tribe where either you BBC or you this or you that, right? You know, it's like they attack Crawford. I'm like, I thought Crawford would kill somebody the way they be reacting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like they don't even look at the details of how certain fights are negotiated and what happened to them. They just assume that something happened over here, something happened over there. You know, it's like, I want to talk boxing, but every day it's the same thing. It's Crawford this and Spence that, Crawford this and Spence that. You know, I listen to the Boxing Wars in the morning time.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I watched them too. Shout out to Ness.
Yeah, I watched it this morning, and man, they literally talked about boxing. They were 54 minutes, and they didn't talk about Spence, Crawford, or anybody. Or they talked about fighters. Hell, I didn't even know who they were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I enjoyed it because they talked about boxing. You know, now you got these YouTube channels talking about how one YouTuber was talking about the other YouTuber because they put some information out there, and I'm listening to him, and I'm hearing him tell his viewers, and I'm reading the comments, and I'm saying, I heard the video. I seen the video with the guy he was talking about, and the guy wasn't even talking about him. He was talking about the situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, most times all the YouTubers, all they get is some hearsay.
Yeah.
You know, they are source. They get a source from a source from a source, right? They're never in the negotiation room. They're never in the meetings. They're never in that. It's a source thing here. So when somebody debunk it, they get upset about it. I'm looking like, God, Lee, what's wrong with these cats? I said, this is the new generation cats. I said, they don't really know nothing about boxing.
No.
Everything's opinionated. And if you don't agree with them, you're gonna be some evil doctor because you don't agree with nothing they saying. Even though they don't have no proof, they just hoping that they say something and it might happen.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys are emotionally responsive. And what I realize is, I came in and I noticed, I said, a lot of these guys are very, very, I think their IQs are kind of off. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, but I see a lot of these people have victimhood mentalities. And again, like you said, this has nothing to do with boxing. Like, you 47, I'm 49. When we was watching boxing coming up, I didn't care nothing about, I don't like Larry Holmes because he signed to Don King Promotions. I didn't decide whether I'm a like Marvelous Marvin Hagler because he signed with Top Rank. I don't want to mess with Hagler. That's Top Rank Hagler. I don't want to that Top Rank Toby Hagler. I don't want to mess with him. He signed to the wrong promotional company. Like when me and you was watching boxing, we didn't give a damn about which promotional company you was with, which network you fought on, who your manager is. We didn't care nothing about that. But in today's time in 2023, this is something totally different. And the guys who are online, who started YouTube before I did, started these boxing channels before I did, they started this confusion.
Right.
They started this confusion, and now they want to throw their hands up as though they didn't do nothing. No, you dude started this. This is what you created. Go ahead.
And here's the thing, and you would swear that they're getting paid by these promotion companies. The way I'm looking like, for instance, I'll say a guy like yourself, you're going to be neutral because you are a boxing fan. You're a fan of the sport of boxing. So what you're going to do, if you can get an interview with Crawford, you're going to get an interview with Crawford. You're going to get an interview with Spence. You're going to get an interview with Spence. This is what you do. You know, it's like they take themselves, they put themselves over here and say, this is where we draw the line, right? Because if you ask them, what did Crawford do to you? What did Spence do to you? Half of you cats don't even know him. You know, y'all just think you say you know him. I got this source and that source. And this, bro, it's making my head hurt. It really does. It has caused me to stop listening to someone because every time you go, they disrespecting the box. They disrespect him. You know, Bloodred and this and that, and talk about how, you know, trying to discredit his accomplishment, like at 140, talking about he didn't fight nobody. Yeah. And so I'm looking like when they get in that ring, they put their lives on the line. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You know, one hit can just end their whole career. They don't even respect that. They don't respect it at all. It's just like either you King Crawford, then they excuse my language, they piss on BLK. To me, BLK, you need another platform because there's fighters out here who are not fighting because they're not getting paid. If you got a platform that's going to pay these fighters to fight, man, let them fight. You should be happy that there's another platform.
Yes,
there's another fight because
especially if it's a black-owned platform. I met those people.
Thank you.
I met those people. So the thing is, these guys are so divisive and divided in their message. You say, hey, the dude said I'm a coon. He said you're a coon because you talking bad about the PBC. That's a black-owned company. I say no, brother. I totally disagree with that. But okay, BLK Prime is a black-owned company, but y'all defecated on them and said, oh man, the hell with that. We ain't gonna support them. Don't buy their stuff. But I thought you called me a coon on the pretext of me not supporting a black-owned company. But you got a black-owned company with BLK Prime. Why you don't keep the same energy with them? So I realized this ain't about black and white. This ain't about skin color with these guys. This is about their narrative, their cliques, their crews. They are fans of promotional companies, and if you're not with this one company, then they are emotionally invested in this one company. They're going to ignore the fact that it was white dollars that finances this company. They're going to ignore the fact that it's white networks who are putting the money up for these black and Hispanic and white fighters to fight. You're going to ignore all of that. You can't be pro-black in one breath while ignoring the fact that it's white dollars that's financing this all-black company, but then defecate on another black company that got the bag that want to help other black fighters. Like, make it make sense. They all over the place, and they talk in circles. Say the same thing all the time. It's like, okay, man, goddamn, I'm not gonna argue with these dudes.
Bro, I don't even want to put the YouTube channel. I don't want to give no airplay on your platform. I don't even want to say their names, right? But I listen to them and they leave these videos. Like I just got to listen to a video. We got other calls calling in, but go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish up. Okay, and they're going back and forth about who was right, who is this, who is that, right? Talk about the damn sport. Talk about the fight. Right? Just talk about the fight. Man, that's all I want. Talk about boxing.
Yeah.
I'll give a damn about your feelings. Talk about boxing. Hey, brother, keep doing your thing, brother. I'll support you. You know what I'm saying, man? Anytime, any place. I'm listening to you every day, man. Much love. Hey, man, you keep doing your thing, brother.
Man, shout out to my brother, man, Jason from Nashville. Salute, fam. Salute to you, fam. Thank you so much for calling us. Let's give him a round of applause. Yeah, you can't throw a rock and then hide your hand. Man, I don't know why these boxing fans turning on me. Man, why these boxing fans ain't getting on the other fighters? No, you started this. You can't throw your hand. You can't throw a rock and then hide your hand and act like you don't know what's going on. No, you got to be held accountable for what you did. All this about an interview? Because Crawford wouldn't give you an interview, he ain't disrespected your wife, he ain't disrespected your kids, he ain't said that he want to do anything to you guys, he ain't say he want to rape you, none of that stuff. All that because, and y'all supposed to be black, ain't he your black brother? That's why I tell you guys, that's why we have commandments over here. We have something called the 16 commandments, of the boxing guys that we have over here. We have commandments over here. We have a boxing criteria. This stuff is TMZ at this point. I hate even getting into this, to be honest with you. I hate even getting into this, to be honest with you. But, I just gotta, I gotta let it be known, man. I gotta let it be known. I'm gonna call these dudes out on their hypocrisies and double standards. And I say it all the time. If you did not have a double standard, you would not have a standard at all. I stand on my own 2 feet, guys. I'm not affiliated with any cliques or crews on YouTube. I'm not. Most of these guys, they hate my guts. I don't care. I don't want their friendship. I don't want to be partners with them. I don't want to be down with them. I'm fine on my own. You know what I mean? I didn't have to click on to nobody else. I got it from the muscle. You can call me what you want to call me. Guess what? They're going to be over here tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. True. Shout out to Strategy. Hey, okay. We're dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy. Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
I ain't in your racial politics, none of that stuff, dog. Dog, that ain't got nothing to do with a check left hook. It ain't got nothing to do with a bolo punch. It ain't got nothing to do with a trap counter. It ain't got nothing to do with how to parry, how to deflect to one side. It ain't got nothing to do how to get in the high guard and cover up and fight out of the high guard. It ain't got nothing to do with a snapback. It ain't got nothing to do with a sidestep. Guess what? Guess what? All this 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, sign the contract. I never negotiated a fight before in my life. I know nothing about boxing contracts. But guess what? Neither do you. None of us do. And I'm not going to act like I'm the YouTube professor when it comes to boxing. I'm not. I saw some fighters get paid right after a fight for the first time. Shout out to Antonio Tarver. I went to a fight, Antonio Tarver paid his fight. I went to a fight, went to the back room and interviewed some of the fighters, and I saw him cutting a check, paying the fighters right there in the back when the fight was over with. That's the first time I ever seen fighters get paid. All this signed the contract like a nigga with a net worth of 2 figures. How are you going to tell a fighter who got a net worth of 8 figures he doing bad business what he should be doing? And you're literally sitting in your apartment, your Section 8 apartment, or in your house every day making videos. If you knew so much about the business of boxing, why are you not doing it for a living? You don't know nothing. So I call it the way I see it. I'm not your friend. I'm not trying to be down with anybody's clique or crew on YouTube. I care nothing about how you feel about me because 10 times out of 10, I don't like you niggas anyways. I'm team fuck the other side. All I care about is the sport of boxing. Boxing over everything for me. Shout out to Strategy. He say, Coach, I've been looking all over for a T. Diddy. We did the first clip. I can't find it. Please help me out, brother. Yeah, I can't find it. I can't find it, man, but I got a little something right here.
We did it first, and we motivate even the greats. This is different. You understand? We have Jennifer Lopez, we have Maluma, we have J Balvin, we have. So when I called him up, I was like, "Yo, what do you think? What do you think, Eddie? If we bring the belts together?" And Eddie said, "That shit is a good idea." I think the only person that can beat Canelo right now is like maybe 4 years or 5 years from now, my son. You know, like Triple G and Canelo and all these guys, they're bums, bro. They're bums.
Well, once your people became undisputed, look how many champions we got that's undisputed now.
This is the last call, man. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's the inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore, stand up.
D-Block, talk to me, fam.
Man, Coach, I've been hearing everybody call from Fort Worth, Texas, from Dallas, Texas. I mean, you wrangling everybody from Texas, Coach. You got Texas. They're right there with Tampa.
Yeah, I know because I'm talking about Errol Spence. I pretty much, I got this stuff down to a science. I know when I do certain shows, like I did a show talking about Beterbiev and Anthony Yard. It didn't get a whole lot of views, but I do know that if I talk about Errol Spence, if I talk about Terence Crawford, if I talk about Tank Davis, if I talk about Devin Haney, if I talk about that's another fighter, Canelo Alvarez, I do know that's going to bring him out. I know that for a fact. I've been doing it for 2 years, and I know pretty much that's what the boxing community on my channel pretty much want to hear, and that's what it is. So I knew what it was going to be today.
I like that, Coach. Let me just say this. There's a lot of sleet over here in Dallas, so that's why I had to call in late. But I want to tell you, man, I really do respect, like I said,
You know, I'm from D Block. You know, I'm from D Town, and I'll be honest with you, man. They could take Spence back to New York, like I always say. They come up here with a chopper and take him. But Arnold Schwarzenegger said, "Hit the chopper." So he needs to roll out, man. He don't deserve to be here in my block, man, here in my city, because he ain't fighting nobody, man. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna criticize him for. Ain't nobody even talking about him fighting Keith Thurman at 154, because that don't mean nothing. You want to be undisputed? Take the tall order, man. Hit up Crawford, make the fight happen. It never happened, and never will. So at the end of the day, the history books will always look back at Spence. And even though everybody's saying that he's gonna be, like the caller said, he was from Dallas, and he said that he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. How do you know that? Terence Crawford got a better chance than that. They already molded his hand.
Yeah,
so I got more respect for Terence Crawford, and I'm from D Block. I'm from D Town. So all I gotta say, Coach, what happened to back in the day when De La Hoya and Trinidad, before the super fight, they fought two no-names before that super fight, because Trinidad fought Whitaker before that. And also De La Hoya, I forgot who he fought before that, I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, nobody cared about the promoters. They made that fight happen.
Yeah.
So that's what's wrong with boxing. We got too many people, too many yes man. Will you come to my show? Yes man. Can I swing your shoes? All this stuff. That's what's wrong with boxing now, Coach. We got too many yes men. Yeah. So I just want to say I respect this show, and just want to let you know, man, keep it going, keep it strong. 19,000, keep it going. D Block.
Shout out to D Block, man. Salute, fam.
Stand up.
Shout out to D Block. Let me get the super chats out the way, guys. Shout out to Swift 718. Hey, okay. Dropping out a half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Swift 718. What to say, fam? He say it's not the first time we didn't get a fight we wanted. No, it's not. He said, but it's the first time one of the fighters in question created excuses, obstacles, hoops, and an instrument to facilitate and justify its own duckery. Okay, yeah, you know, you make a valid point. Hold on, I got hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Coach? This is Boxing. How you doing, man?
Hey, Blood, what's going on, fam?
I'm gonna make this real quick. Hey, I'm gonna make this real quick, man.
Yes, sir.
To respond to one of the callers you had earlier, this is not the first time we had a fight in which two fighters did not fight each other, but this is the first time we've ever had a highly discussed fight between two Black American fighters in the social media era. These two guys, they have extreme fight fans that are not traditional fight fans. Their fight fans build more barriers than anything else. In order to hold the expectation for fight fans to be fight fans, then we got to do our part as fighters. And many of us have not done our part. Instead of supporting boxing in a whole, newer fight fans have rode on the bandwagon of particular fighters. Along with that, setting double standards. Example, Terence Crawford is a coon because he's affiliated with Top Rank, but you're not saying that about Devin Haney because Devin Haney's father came to y'all's channel and gave y'all a little interview and things like that. Yep. So save all the race talk and all that stuff. Then there are unfair expectations. Crawford and Spence have been held to unfair expectations, but so has Canelo Alvarez, so has Anthony Joshua, and so has others. Fight fans make up their minds as to when they want to support statuses such as Undisputed and things like that. Traditional fight fans are more stable in their expectations. It's going to be hard to hold modern internet fight fans to traditional expectations. That's all I got to say.
Man, shout out to Blood Boxing, man. Yes, sir. Salute to you, man. Hey, y'all please go subscribe to my brother, man. And let me know when that documentary coming out too, so we can promote it.
Okay, then it'll be out in the next couple of days. So I'll hit you up.
Okay.
Peace out.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Boxing Gyms. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
His channel name is Blood Boxing. As a matter of fact, I'll hit you up with it called Blood Boxing. That's his channel name. What you say, Boxing Gym? You say, do those channels help the sport? They hustle off of? No. It's definitely a hustle. And this is why I always tell you, Boxing Gyms, I do come from a marketing background. It's definitely a hustle. The analytics tell them exactly what pushes the needle. And the thing is, you know, like a lot of those guys, they just push whatever narrative it is, like the showbiz is, the fagnons, the egos, whatever. They're going to continue to push the line because the thing is, you got some channels, they're going to look at their analytics, whatever their audience says, like they have no integrity, so they're just going to run run with whatever the narrative is, because they don't want to offend anybody. You get what I'm saying? Then you got somebody like me. I don't give a damn. My subscribership, we have a boxing criteria and we have commandments. And me growing my channel is not based on being down with other YouTube channels. I don't want to have my ego stroked. I don't want no one to say I'm a real winner. Well, I like Coach Malachi. I don't care. I'm a fan who loves the sport of boxing. I love the sport of boxing more than I love YouTube channels. I love the sport of boxing more than I love super chats. I love the sport of boxing more than I love subscribers. So this is why we came up with commandments. And I'll be the first one to run them off the block. I say, man, listen, man, if you don't love the sport of boxing more than you love your favorite fighter or promotion of the company, this ain't the channel for you. I stay trying to get people to unsubscribe and get them to leave. I'm the only channel that do that. There's no other channel that does that on YouTube that I know of as much as I do. I let them know, man, y'all get off the block, dog. This ain't for you. I don't want your subscribership. I'm good, because I'm gonna replace you with someone else. Because I know how to attract the crowd on this channel because of my marketing background. So I get it. I know what's going on. I read analytics very well. 96% of my subscribers are from America. 93% of my subscribers are men. 7% are women. So when I talk about a UK fighter, it's not going to get a whole lot of eyeballs on it, because I have a mostly American fan base. So I know these things very well. I even know how many views I get from each city within the United States, each city within the UK. So I know what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? But those other guys, it's just a hustle for them. It's just a hustle for them. You know what I mean? I'm the only channel that did a live where I was showing you how to make the thumbnail game. Remember that? I made a thumbnail. I showed you guys I use a software called Canva, and I was showing you how to make thumbnails that would be very attractive to get people to click on it. I.e. this thumbnail I made today. This thumbnail I made today is a picture of Errol Spence. It got Al Haymon pointing his finger, and I have words under it that says, "You do what I tell you to do." And I got a picture of Floyd Mayweather in the corner saying, "I told you," saying, "I told you." I knew when I made that thumbnail how many people was going to show up today. And I knew when I came up with that headline, that title, how many people was going to show up today. I know it down to a T. YouTube is about the thumbnail and the headline. That's what it's about. And then if you want people to stay on your live, you got to know how to captivate an audience. If you are I Hate Terence Crawford YouTube channel, you have to continue to make I Hate Terence Crawford videos, i.e. Shigo, i.e. Fag None, i.e. any of the Alphabet Boy channels or their affiliates or people who use Alphabet Boy talking points. This is why they turned on Blue. This is why they turned on Fred Barbershop Conversations. One of the reasons, anyways. You get what I'm saying? You got to continue, you got to continue to spit that same rhetoric out. You got to satisfy your fan base. When you ain't giving your fans what they want, they're going to turn on you. I.e., this is what you're seeing right now. Let's give everybody a round of applause. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Solo dolo, man. You know how we do it, man. This is our butt Coach Malachi Williams, man. Much love to everybody. Shout out to my sister Deborah Booker. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy. Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What did say, Deborah? You said I just wanted to show some support to my boy Coach Malachi. Hey, sis, you in our prayers, sis. We in our prayers. As a matter of fact, sis, what we gonna do? We gonna say a special prayer for you, seeking when you get your spirits up.
And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand, because He helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes, He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Lord.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. Shout out to Ricky Ricardo, though. Hey, okay. For dropping that half a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What did it say, Ricky Ricardo? You say salute, Coach. Haymon has been an illusionist in the sport, with D-Moke. I guess I get trying to say smoke. With smoke and mirrors, stand hidden, and I'm glad the Muhammad Ali Act loophole is closing. Props to Bernard Hopkins. Yeah, B-Hop. The musician's hands is shown. Salute to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody who called into the show, man. Shout out to Post TV from Ohio. Shout out to Ron from the Bronx. Shout out to Marcus from Compton. Shout out to Roach from Houston. Shout out to Hot Red from St. Louis. Shout out to Swall Jones from Fort Worth, Texas. Boy, Texas stood up today. Shout out to Banks from Dallas, Texas. Shout out to EJ from Seattle, Washington. Shout out to Jones from Texas. Shout out to Buckle Up Boxing Talk. Shout out to Nate Johnson from Texas. Shout out to Jason from Nashville. Shout out to D Block from Dallas, Texas. And shout out to my brother Blood Boxing Man from Gainesville. Shout out to Jugs. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey Leroy. Sorry guys, the show ran too long today. Hey, sorry the show ran long today. This show was only supposed to be 2 hours. We ended up going almost 3 hours, so that's my fault. I apologize.
Shut that soft ass shit up.
And the best man
Shut that soft. That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got to. Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
It is what it is, man. Sometimes you know what it is, man. When you're dealing like Red with the 5 heartbeats, you're gonna have to thank our good brother, Mr. Al.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Haymon. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. Them names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Shout out to Dr. Paul Evans, Little Green Eyes P. It is what it is.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Shout out to Knockdown 305. Shout out to Knockdown 305. Shout out to Shamika Jackson in the building. Shout out to Pound for Pound. Shout out to Halim in the building. Schoolo X-Man. Shout out to my sister Food Revolution, Fee on the Tube. Shout out to Fistiana Fight. Shout out to my brother Blood Boxing. Shout out to, hey, you know what though, man? You know what though? It is what it is, man. Shout out to Bernie Mac.
What is DJ Quick? No, I ain't saying Kid Capri? I didn't say that. Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut up. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me. I'll tell you something. Money, you know, I just said. Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
Hey man, you know what though? Hey, shout out to the Shogun of Harlem, my main man, Show Enough, man. R.I.P.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth. Nigga, please.
Shout out to Otis.
Hurting the group. I'm the best thing ever happened to this damn group. Nobody's bigger than the group. Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me. They coming to see the Temptations. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Shout out to Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber, man.
Don't ever forget, when I found you was strung out on coke. When I found you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to Big Time Box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
Hey, man, I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you?
And for the ops, you know, I'm going to end it on a petty note. For the ops who don't like us, this is what we think about you.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck-mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Shout shout out to my dog Booger Ray. Even though I don't agree with 99% of the stuff Booger Ray Leonard says because he lie all the time, but he's the one of my favorite promoters that I just like to joke on. Shout out to my dog Booger.
Sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll smack the shit out of him in front of everybody.
Only dark times for you.
I mean, just throw Haney's name in the hat. There is no fucking hat.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I don't play them type of games.
Leonard Elli, why you always talking about me?
Didn't you fucking learn your lesson from that? With AJ?
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll knock that motherfucking hole out. Period.
Only dark times for you.
Ain't no hats to throw nothing in here. We're running a fucking business.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
You fucking idiot.
Leonard Elli, why you always talking about me?
Once again, it's on, man. It's up by Coach Malachi Williams signing out. Hey, you know how we got to do it, man. We got to do this Devin Haney style. You feel me? Let's go. And we're going to have a good one tomorrow, man. 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.